action here in Shadow. Bubblonia is here and he don't bands blow. Neon's calling from down below. With a Pip-Boy flashing a righteous aim. He's got loyal dogs and he mods the game. Bubblonia's burning bright in the storm. With a coat full of Stimpaks and a blaster warm. He streams with fire, never compromising. The world keeps watch, and Bubblonia is rising. He's fought through Sims with a builder's bee. Crafted chaos that looks damn sweet. He's got 10 Xenos in a gravity pen. And patch more code than most folks have friends. He's got fans in every sector. Wasteland hearts all respect him. That glow in the dark, that's just his spark. Say it proud, Bubblonia. Bubblonia's howling wild through the night. With his boots in the dust and the stars inside. He streams with fire, never compromising. The settled systems know that Bubblonia's rising.
Well, all right. The new Ron song. That one's going to go to my head, I think, a little bit, maybe. But beautifully done, Ron. I love it. I love everything about it. It's got that 70s vibe that I love in my rock and roll. So fantastic. Ghost Rider, Arcane, Jeremy, Ron, of course. All you guys. Mr. Morp. Wow, look at this. You guys ready for some survival mode? Fallout 4 Sims Settlements? I know I am. So, yeah. How about that new Ron tune, huh? All right, let's see if I can switch off this starting soon screen and into the game without some weird flickery thing. Let's see if we can make that happen. Oh yeah! Right where we left off, it's Heather and I, and we've just set Vadim free with the help of our new and extremely cool friend, Travis Miles, who no longer has a stutter and actually believes in himself. I'm not sure life works that way, but we'll take it. He's got places to go, people to kill. How are we all doing tonight? Everybody doing good? Good to see you guys. It's freaking awesome. I am ready to see if these settings actually cut the mustard, as it were. So, how about we exit the building here and see what's up with that?
They came and went like tumbleweeds and left me feeling blue. But the only one who never left was a goat named Lou.
Was a goat named Lou.
But Lou don't lie. Lou don't cheat.
Uh-oh.
Lou don't cry. He
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
letters and stares.
Are we about to get harassed by another freaking robot?
Play Hank too soon. There was
Could
a boy
happen.
in the canyon with a pistol and
Oh, wonderful. There you are. I've been looking all over the Commonwealth for you.
Yeah, there I am. Imagine that.
Oh, another robot.
Oh? Already had enough of dealing with robots, have you? Well then, I'll make this as quick as I can. Here you go. Special delivery. Just for you. It's a holotape. Someone needs your assistance with something.
Oh,
but
no
only
way!
you
A
can help
holotape?
with.
For me? Sure. Hey, how about this? How about this? I am a charisma build after all.
Why me?
Why? Because you're
Not enough of a
special,
charisma
course.
build, apparently. Hello, Thorgan. Thanks, I guess.
Thanks, I guess.
You're more than welcome. Just make sure you listen to the tape as soon as you can. It's very important.
Oh, God forbid.
Now,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to excuse me. I've more copies of the holotape to hand out.
Okay. That was random and weird. And secretly part of a King Gath mod.
Worry, 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 there's a death claw out there.
Heather, do you know goat named Lou?
Worry, 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 there's
Alright,
a
fine.
raider beware.
Apparently not.
Worry.
I guess we'll listen to the holotape. Seems kind of rude to interrupt Heather like that.
I heard the sirens moaning low, like the wind before.
Well, where is this holotape?
Mama grabbed
Wait a
me by
minute, Mr.
Greetings,
Postman.
Wasteland. If you're hearing this, then you must be the curious type. Or desperate. Or the kind to blindly follow orders just because a
Come on,
robot
gamers.
told you to.
Whose voice is that?
Either way, you're the exact sort of person I'm looking for. Angelo's the name, and I've got a humdinger of a proposition for you. I ask of weak human, trust in crunch, me as smart as you. Enough, this isn't your moment. Wait until the end. I'm sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah, caps, yeah. Lots of caps.
Caps,
Maybe
yeah.
more than you've ever seen. And even more once the job's complete.
You got it.
Now I've stashed
Ghost Rider gets the
first
big
part of
100
the
cap
paper
prize.
and a note detailing what I want you to do at Red Rocket Station north of Fort Hagen. Stupid, useless, let me crush them, smush them to sticky goo. I said, enough. Oh, why must you always interrupt when I'm trying to focus on something? My
Oh, we got to
apologies.
watch him do this
There'll be
live
a-
in the booth
crush.
on video.
You have my assurance. Give me Speaky Stick. My turn to talk. No, put it down. You gotta break it.
The ever lovely and immensely talented Mr. Wes Johnson, people. Hell yeah. Wait a minute, is that?
Hey,
Hey, man. I don't think we've met, but your time is impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Is that right? You're not Preston
you're not
Garvey.
Preston Garvey.
Say what, man?
I know Preston Garvey. You aren't Preston Garvey.
Oh, shit.
Nope, not Preston.
Yeah, no one's allowed to impersonate Preston Garvey on my watch. Damn it.
Ours now.
Oh, you spoke too soon, Thorgan. I'm now encumbered. Damn it, man. Heather, come here.
Hey,
Got something for you. I got you a new hat. We can be twinsies now. We can be hat twins.
Brave and free, where the eagle flies and the church bells ring. Mama said, son, that's all you need to know. And Daddy handed me a Bible and a radio.
All right, now we're hat twins. Look at that. Sorry, Piper. Okay. And we're off. Yeah, who the hell does that guy think he is anyway, impersonating Preston Garvey? Preston Garvey is a friend of mine. And he was born right the first time.
They say there's other lands and other creeds.
Guess I better chew on something, otherwise I'm gonna be in big trouble.
Man could need front porch
What I really need is sleep, but, you know,
and a flag.
can't always get what you want, so... Am I out of purified water?
This country is my blood.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's all bad. That was Preston Garvey from Wish, Jeremy. But yeah, Walmart works too.
Some folks chase the wind or stars, but I'll just park right here by Mars. The diner, not the
I
plan.
don't really want to stop and fight the Raiders. We really need to find a bed to save in to save, I don't know, pretty much the last hour and a half of last Friday's progress, I think. So it's always kind of a gamble too when you do a log out and you have that login save on survival, and it's like, what if that doesn't work? That's gonna put me all the way back to Diamond City before we started the quest to make Travis the DJ cool again. Yeah. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah, well, that's the problem, Ghost, is I can't just remember to save. I actually have to go about some business to save, you know? Which I prefer. I'm not complaining, but,
Things can get tough around here. I once turned the corner and
It
ran
can
into
be,
a dog fighting a bunch of muties.
it can work against you, too. Let's put it that way. You know how it goes.
Defending Diamond City is nothing me, my boys, the walls, and the turrets can handle.
Nothing
should
me,
get
my
inside
boys,
the
the wall, and some turrets can't handle. All right, I hear you, buddy. You're a bastard, but keep up the good work.
Well, I sat down at Flo's with a nickel and a frown.
What do you bet I still have to pay for my motel room here in Diamond City, even though we just rescued Vadim?
Mr.
Larry Burns.
Big.
Good evening and howdy to you. We just turned Travis into an actual radio DJ. Sadly, we can't actually listen to Travis being an actual radio DJ without risking the dreaded YouTube nastygram, so we're just gonna have to use our imaginations. Preston Garvey liked that. Right on, Preston. That was for you, buddy. Not putting up with any poser Preston Garveys running around besmirching your good name, sir. That's horse shit. Not on my watch.
Have a nice day.
Hey, you fiend.
Just don't throw up all over my floors.
Man, that's cold. It's cold. Like I totally just rescued his brother, and he's like, yeah, whatever. Don't throw up on my floors. Not even a drinker, man. What's up? Let's probably want to resist insomnia and weakness. Nice, Larry. Well, welcome in, man. I love it. So Fallout 4 is indeed one of my favorite games of all time. Not the least of which reason is because my girl Heather Casdin here, of course, and then Sim Settlements 2. All the amazing modders who do really the Commonwealth's good deeds and work by creating the amazing mods that we all love and enjoy. And I'm about it. So here we are. Back in the Commonwealth again. We're playing on survival. It's good to have you here, man. Probably a better thing that I didn't win the pie anyway. It's kind of hard to take the pie even if you do win it. They get a little upset with you. Let's go find Shane Kowalski and get some water. Looks like I need some water.
Hey, partner.
Well, see, that's the amazing thing. So, I love watching Thorgan play Fallout 4 because Thorgan didn't have a lick of experience in Fallout 4, and that's the magic of it, right?
Hey, you were in the paper, right? You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age, huh?
Thanks, boss. That's the magic of the Thorgan version of this particular adventure, is he doesn't have any preconceived notions, coming into it brand new.
The lake clean. Don't make me shut down this little stand of yours.
Every drop of water that comes out of that filter
Whereas,
is 100% pure.
I pretty much know it by heart.
Man like myself always gotta be hassled by city regulation, huh?
It's a health hazard, Chang.
It's a profit hazard, is what I say.
It's a profit hazard, people.
And I'll do it without your interference. Thank you very much. Hey there, purified
Well, you told that guy,
You
huh?
won't find this out on the Commonwealth.
There's the real Preston Garvey. You damn right, sir. Let's see what you got.
Sure. Let's take a look.
The filters clean out everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that that purified water you got going there. I'll take it all, but I tell you what, I bet you anything, you got some use for, I don't know, some of this crap. Let's see, let's give you that. I really don't want to eat bloat fly today. Yeah. Keep the cooked soft shell meat. We'll give you the dirty water. Maybe you can pour it in the lake and then filter it. Too many disease cures to count, but they're not worth anything. Let's see, should we sell the kid a beer? No, we might need that charisma boost. Tell you what, kid. Damn, this kid will buy anything. Look at this. This is crazy. I really don't want to give him anything else. Okay. And we're out of here. But now we have drinking water. Always a plus. Mr. Lothar. Hello, sir. Good to see ya. I just saw ya. How'd Skull Romance go? Did you guys get the magic Skelly horse?
But they won't let me land. Oh, it's cold and it's far, but I dreamed us a home with me.
Alright, I think we're ready to go.
I ain't telling you how to pick your friends. Piper's kind of a troublemaker.
She is kind of a troublemaker. She's my kind of troublemaker, so we're gonna keep her around. And wait a second. Did we or did we not? Nope, we already gotta find Nick Valentine. We don't need to do that again. Yeah. Ooh, listen to Jake's private frequency. I wonder what Jake wants. Let's do it.
Look, Scabber, I ain't buying anything. You might think you're human.
Oh, you guys are still going? Nice, man. Well, thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I totally appreciate that. That's awesome. You rock, sir.
Shop in safety. No sins allowed at the surplus.
Not exactly the best news, I know. But as it turns out, too many of its parts are degraded beyond use. However, here's some good
I think
news.
just about every girl in
Acquaintance of
Down
mine
City
did
has a
some
question.
information digging.
Swatter. Who needs a swatter?
Turns out, there's a building in downtown Boston where we may
Hey,
find a second
you want a
car
baseball?
in condition.
Some had bombs from them, and don't ask me which ones.
I'll be waiting for you there by the time you hear this. This has been a pre-recorded message.
Well, it sounds like we've got the next part of Sim Settlements 2, people. Oh, wait.
Hey, mister, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Nice. All right, Jake, you're pre-recorded. We can have you be quiet now. Yeah, did they kick your butt, Jeremy? Worked you good. How's your lower back and hip from that fall the other day, bud? Are you feeling better on that one, or are you still just hurting overall because of therapy and it's hard to tell?
Do my job like a loyal man. I don't like unions or government checks. I trust my preacher and I cash my specs, but I sold Jim at the barber shop, saying things that made the whole room stop. Damn you, communist Jim, with your rolled up sleeves and your jawline grim.
Damn it, Communist Jim. You beautiful bastard.
Fat, and I said, that's true. Imagine that. Then I bought him a coffee and I nodded to him. Damn you, Communist Jim. He said the banker don't break a sweat while we work our backs till we drown in debt. Said a man should own the work he makes, and I near stood up to give him shakes. He don't curse God and he don't smoke, but he says the rich are in on a joke. He said we built this town with calloused hands, clapped so loud they changed the band. Damn you, Communist Jim, with your quiet.
I want to get dog bit. Getting dog bit ain't right. We don't want to do that. Fortunately, I have a hell of a crew with me, so I think we're probably going to be okay, but you know, you never know.
That takes care of that.
Damn right it takes care of that. By God, you said that proud, Heather. You'll be sore tomorrow for sure. You know what, though? I mean, I realize it's easy for me to say from this side of the screen, but that's what it's for, bud. So, I'm glad they gave you a workout. I'm glad you're recognizing you're going to feel it, but I honestly believe that's for the best. So, take it easy on yourself, but get ready for the pain.
You said healthcare's not just for the rich, and I said, hallelujah, ain't that a switch? Don't trust Thomas, but I sure like
Hey now, easy. I really need to get a shorter weapon without a big ugly scope on it, because this thing's really only good for bats or long distance pot shots. And I don't have much in the way of bats, so it's kind of a... Of course it is. Of course it's minus 15% damage from animal. I just took it off a damn animal. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Context sensitive. Assassin's right, exterminators left, or hunters left. Okay, that one's bugs. This one's animals. I think I'm gonna stick with bugs for now. Hey,
Hey.
What I got for you is this.
What you got for me?
There you go. Deal. No, I really think we ought to probably... No, that's already,
She waved it low and she waved it high, scanned my socks and my apple pie. She said, I've seen what the warheads do, and I ain't raising no soup with you. Grandma's got a fallout chart, she got duct tape on the shopping cart. She bakes her bread in a lead line.
It must get old, huh, Piper? Pissing everyone off everywhere you go.
Ladies, please. Can't we all just get along?
I'm a wanderer. They call me a wanderer. I roam around.
So in case you didn't know, by the way, Heather, Casdin, and Piper don't really think a lot of each other. There's no real love lost there. It's kind of a relationship based on mutual hate and dissatisfaction.
So if you stop by with a cherry smile, she might let you sit on the porch a while. But don't get close, don't raise a hand.
Come on out. Come on out. Alright, let's back off a little bit. That truck's about to go.
Welcome to the Boston Public Library. The library is currently closed.
Or maybe not. We'll just scooch down the sidewalk this way. Good, man. I'm glad to hear it, Jeremy. That's a scary situation for anybody to be in, especially yourself.
Like to come here before the war. Just walk to the library.
And I mean that with nothing but love, but you know, it's I was scared for you when I heard it, but you were telling me about it, so. Just a floating rib. Oh my God.
What the fuck was that?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeremy Starfield. Da-dum-bum. Shh. Excuse me. You are done turned around the wrong way, sir. Yeah, I gotta get myself back over by Sanctuary after we take care of this business with Jake. Because I gotta stop by old Boston Steve's and pick myself up a couple of t-shirts for the road. This, pair of fatigues is starting to weigh me down. Thought I was gonna say fatigue me, didn't you? Hey, look at that! That's a damn Boston Steve outfit right there. I think I'll take that, sir. You're not using it for much. Luck 1. Not the greatest outfit, to be honest with you.
Stay back.
Listen, you guys have to stop messing around with the raiders down there. We don't want to take them on right now. It's not what we're here for.
It wasn't there a sip ago. It used to sit beside the phone. Now it's lounging.
You gotta get over here and talk to Mr. Jake. I believe he's hanging out with a bunch of religious cultists. But no sweat, we know how to get there. The abandoned apartments. Interesting.
The couch is smiling again with that smug upholstery grin.
Is that a crowbar in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me?
Hey there.
Hey, Slick. Say, you spoken to any of the people around that old theater? Those glazed eyes, creepy smiles. You read any of their little pamphlets?
You did tell me, Jeremy.
Around the head.
But I thought maybe you were telling somebody else in chat, too, so. But yeah, we talked about it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I don't expect you to remember every conversation we had. Hell, I don't remember every conversation I have with myself, so. Yeah, you're right to avoid them.
You're right to avoid them. Crazy bells are ringing.
Crazy as a soup sandwich. Anyway, as I said in my message, I've been unable to get our comm hub running.
Mr.
Honestly,
Hollett,
given the state of it,
if
I'm
you
not surprised.
fear me.
Tech like
Hello,
that ain't
sir.
designed to be left sitting around unused.
Good evening,
Too many of its
and
components
horns
have seized up
up.
or just degraded over time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Holla If You Fear Me. Master of puppets. Spider of men. Anything I can do to help?
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, yeah, there is. If we want more out of ASAMs, we need a comm hub that works. but as it is, I don't have what we'd need to repair the one we have. However, fortune has smiled upon us. A friend of mine discovered where we might find a second comm hub in better condition, as well as a nice stockpile of ASAM products to boot. So if you'd care
Probably
to
the
join
only
me,
man in the
I wanna go
Commonwealth
check
who
this
could
place
rock a
out.
neckerchief like that and still look cool. Anything else I should know?
Is there anything else I should know?
Well, this probably isn't going to fill you with confidence over my abilities, but honestly, I've never seen anything like the comm hub before. Its technology is so far beyond anything I've seen in the Commonwealth, it's ridiculous. Whoever designed that thing was a genius. But because it's so advanced, we'd have a hell of a time finding replacement parts to repair it with. That's why I'm hoping we can find a second comm hub in better condition. Because otherwise, I'm not sure I'll be able to repair the one we have. Sorry to unload on you, but you did ask. Anyway, you ready to head out?
Yeah, how did you discover this place, though?
How did you discover this place?
I've got an acquaintance. Lives not too far from here. He deals in information. If there's something you want to know, he's the guy you go and see. After explaining our comm hub situation, and supplying him with a few caps, he was able to pull some pre-war records for me. The records show an address in downtown Boston, where multiple shipments of Robco products have been delivered, apparently including a comm hub.
No, man, there's no reason to apologize over that.
But if there's a chance there's another hub of this place, I think it's worth checking out.
You're all good, bud. I don't mind if you tell your story. You're always welcome around here. In fact, the man who wrote the smooth tunes of Ronaldo Moon is also in the chat tonight with a completely and thoroughly impronounceable name. Something like AISL0P666. Anyway, I have it on good opinion that he's wrong, but he's working on a Discord for me, so when I get to, like, I don't know, 500 subscribers or whatever, we got something. But in the meantime, we put together a place for you to put your stickers and anything you happen to find on Twitter that you think is cool. So you have your own, like, named section of that Discord. You can talk about or tell me anything you want. I don't give a damn. I love it. Let's hear it for Jeremy, people. Man survived a brain tumor and still plays Starfield better than I do.
Sounds good. Let's go.
I knew I could count on you. With luck, we may just find ourselves a working comm hub. Or at the very least, a few ASAM goodies. Here, let me update your Pip-Boy map. There we go. All right,
I love he's got his own Pip-Boy. That's the best. God damn it, Jake. You beautiful son of a biscuit eater. Love that guy. He's a little bit of the, all right.
Great. Better than Diamond City Radio, even.
I agree. Ronaldo Moon is better than Diamond City Radio. For lots of reasons, not the least of which are copyright problems.
Big and strong, swinging his axe and righting wrongs, smashing monsters, breaking chains. Grumnack's coming through the flames. Grumnack, big and strong, swinging his axe and righting wrongs, smashing monsters, breaking chains. Grumnack's coming through the flames. Grumnack the barbarian.
Well, Jeremy, I tell you what, I don't want to take anything away from what you've been through. As far as I'm concerned, you're a goddamn fighter, and I love it. But I will say, I never had much of a memory in the first place, so... other than for, like, irrelevant details of things, like, you know, I could memorize whole books, and things comic book characters said in 1986, but if you ask me, like, where I just drove in from, I might have to stop and think about it, so...
Just hums a tune and drags my shadow round the room. He's got a voice like a lullaby train, rolling soft through a tunnel of rain. When the world gets loud and I'm feeling thin, I let little sleepy come tuck me in.
Seems to be the right address.
Tell you what, man, and I know Thorgan says this all the time, but we only say it, you guys, because it's totally true. Having Ronaldo Moon's soundtrack is like a game changer for this game. It has completely reinvigorated my love for the modding scene and for playing, just flat out playing Fallout 4. Hey guys, I'm gonna need you to sit the hell down and shut the hell up, because I can't have you running around being all crazy. Don't let them touch you, they got cooties.
We did good.
Oh wait, about to shoot Piper in the face. We don't want that. Look at Jake. He's a little slow on the old react.
Farrell, you we get them all?
Not quite. Oh man, he's legendary. Yeah, you know what? I have a funny feeling my team's gonna just handle this guy no problem, but on the off chance they don't, I'll stick a couple in him. Why not?
This is normal for other journalists.
Come on.
Yeah, this is absolutely normal for journalists in my world. Troubleshooters. Boy, we're picking up a piece of armor for every single type of creature that I don't give a damn about right now. Troubleshooters for fighting robots. Perfect. Right on, Larry.
It's over.
I love to hear that. Work on those mods, my friend.
Looks like we're in the
And jump in Thorgy's Discord and refresh my memory. What mod you're doing or working on?
Assuming this is the right place.
I'd probably play it
Why would a
or have played it.
be having ASAM
I just don't recognize the username, but I'd love to check it out.
ASAM
So.
sensors talk about Robco being in partnership with Vault-Tec?
Not too many things in this old world that I have more respect for than the modders that make these Bethesda games what they are, you know? It's like my punk rock in middle age here. When I was young, it was all about punk rock, but now that I'm middle age, it's more about like the modding scene, man. So let me know, or just say it in the chat. Shout it out loud. We all know what Xeno's about. Xeno is the Xeno, or Ghost Rider 231, excuse me, is the Xeno master. Yeah, damn near fucked that one up. Yeah, something like that.
Why is that important?
Hold that thought. Just found the employee records. There's a name in here. Magnuson. Have you heard that name somewhere before?
Magnuson? Yeah, at the station.
At the station.
Hey, that's right. At the
Look
satellite
at that.
station.
I was able to use my
That
big
was the name in
brain.
Terminal Records.
The one on the
Good
character,
memory.
not the one on the player.
It was a Magnuson who had the comm hub we found shipped to Olivia.
My favorite song on Ronaldo Moon's channel?
Maybe this guy was in charge.
My favorite song on the
Or
radio
something?
on Ronaldo Moon's channel is
Seems
Rum
like
and
something we should look
Nuka-Cola.
into.
By far,
Maybe
but I
this
love every
Magnuson had
single
an
one of
office
them.
here.
Damn
Let's see
You
if we can
Communist
find
Jim is another big favorite. And I love every song in the base game, too. It's just that you got to turn that shit off if you're streaming, otherwise YouTube starts sending you nasty messages, so...
Smoke curled up from his coat and shoes. Then the clock struck 12 and the ceiling blew. Boogie with the Mothman, don't you cry. When he shows up, kiss the world goodbye.
I'll take that money.
On the end times train with a suit made of static and a soul full of rain. He don't say nothing, just hums that tune of a world that'll vanish by the crack of noon. So shake your tail one last time, Jack. If you hear the flap and he ain't.
We'll save the junk for another time. Not really on a junk run here tonight. I'm more on a survive this mission without having to start it over all the way back in Diamond City run. So. Xeno, Jesus, I did it again. Ghost Rider, is there any chance that you could, I don't know, I guess now that I think about it, it's probably not something you're allowed to do. The patches that you have for like Shattered Space and whatnot, I can't use them if I use your, achievement-friendly version. And right now I have all achievement-friendly things on my Xbox because I've been playing on my Xbox the last 3 or 4 days while my router was down. So, just out of curiosity, is that possible, or is that just a kind of an artifact of the way the system works? Like you can't release a patch and charge for it, so there's no way to make it achievement-friendly. Is that how that works? I'm just checking. Psycho69 TV. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in, welcome in. We are currently playing a fully modded version of Fallout 4 with sim settlements, the smooth tunes of Ronaldo Moon, Heather Casdin, all of the King Gath charity mods starring Wes Johnson. You name it. Bunch of good stuff. Welcome in, welcome in. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Nothing against vanilla whatsoever, but, you know, if you ever get a chance to take a look at my channel description, you'll see that my big thing is all about boosting the modding scene. To me, it's the DIY modding scene that, well, makes this country great. All countries, really, since they're pretty much located everywhere. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna need you to sit the hell down and shut the hell up. No, don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. No, do not hit me with that.
Yes, we showed them.
Thanks, girls. I feel like Charlie's Angels here. I'm Mr. Boswell, and you're my angels, and we're in here kicking ass and taking names. I love it. So, for example, Psycho69 TV, even the music that you're hearing right now is created by a modder, specifically to be streamer friendly for people who want to stream Fallout games. And that would be the lovely and wonderful Mr. Ronaldo Moon, better known, oftentimes anyway, by his new name, which I can't tell you because it's on my other screen and they've already scrolled past it. But I think it's AI Slop 666. I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to that, but we just call it Ron. You know. It's one of those deals. Yeah, I've got about 5,000 hours in this, and it just keeps getting better every single time I play it. And I have played just about every major quest mod there is. I've often run with 300 or 400 or 500 mods. Currently working with something a lot more deadly. Oh, no!
Seems to be the right address.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay, good. Okay, so this brings me to an important point. There is a mod, and if I am not mistaken, it is called Ultimate Survival Mode. Oof. I'll throw it in the description after the stream, but it's, you know, it's been around forever, and it allows you to do all kinds of shit. Like, you can turn your saves back on, you can turn off the need to sleep, or modify how long before you need to sleep or eat or any of that stuff. I don't mess with any of that. I love survival mode. But as somebody who's streaming the game, I leave the default on, which basically gives you an autosave when you enter in through a loading door. It doesn't always work for some reason, and I never take it for granted, and I always assume, like there, I assumed I was going all the way back to Diamond City. But in this case, we lucked out. It gave me a save as we entered the building, so, yeah, thankfully. Slapped by a ghoul. One shot by a ghoul. In fairness, that's Mr. Davison, and he is a tough son of a gun. But still, that was my fault for entering that door and then talking and reading chat and not paying enough attention. You saw how that worked out. Mr. Bamboozler, how are you tonight, sir? Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. Ladies, you're up.
Lou, we're not. Here's trouble.
Are there any more?
Better not be.
Scared the crap out of me. Come on.
One's about to pop up right here, Piper. If I know my Fallout 4, taking that duct tape. Taking that duct tape. Always take that duct tape, even if you're not going to use it yourself. You can always sell it for a couple of caps. You know, I'm really not sure why it seems like shooting ghoul legs on this particular playthrough doesn't knock their leg clean off and cripple them. Because that's such a great strategy normally. I have a buddy that's working on a very immersive radio mod. It's not streamer friendly, but it brings together 40 different songs from all the Fallout games. Very nice, very nice.
Vault-Tec facility be having ASAM equipment delivered.
I'm a big fan of radio mods, streamer friendly or not.
Sensors talk about Robco being
but I am very grateful for this one because I can actually have Fallout music while we're streaming and yakking and chatting. So, but I would love to hear a mod for offline play that brings together music from all the big Fallout games. That would rock. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Hold that thought. Just found the employee records. There's a name in here.
I trimmed mine today, Jeremy.
Magnus.
I had to. It was too damn hot, man.
Have we heard that name somewhere before?
Yeah, at the station.
At the station.
Hey, that's right. At the satellite station. That was the name in terminal records. Good memory. There was a Magnuson who had the comm hub we found shipped to Olivia. Huh.
Yes,
Maybe
toi.
this guy was in charge of delivering hubs or something? This seems like something we should look into. Maybe this Magnuson had an office here. Let's see if we can find it.
Let's do. But this time, let's try not to get killed by the boss school of the building. Twice in a row would be very Bubblonia, but probably less exciting for the stream. So. Excuse me? He went legendary.
That takes care of that.
He evolved. What did he drop this time? Powered metal right leg. Yeah. You're funny, Thorgan. You gotta understand, that is exactly how I feel when I watch you play, except the opposite. Watching somebody who's never seen this stuff before, never experienced it for the first time. I wish I could give myself like a temporary, like memory wipe, so that I could play this game with Sim Settlements 2 all over again. And experience it once again for the very first time. That would be much more exciting than most things on television, that's for sure. Guess we can just go ahead and put that on for now. It's not the best, but better than what we got. Smoke curled up from his coat and shoes. Then the clock struck 12 and the ceiling blew. Boogie with the Mothman, don't you cry. When he shows up, kiss the world goodbye. He's the last call on the end times train with a suit made of static and a soulful. Seems like some things persisted from West Virginia 200 years ago. The story of the Mothman, anyway. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Gentlemen. Yeah, they don't seem to stop them. Center mass it is. Yeah, I hear footsteps. I hear creepy ass footsteps. Is that you guys? Jake? Alright. Scare me there for a second, you guys. Bunch of creepy footsteps all scrambling around like this. Davison! Killed me once already. I don't want to do it again. Oh, God. He mutated. Did I just shoot Jake in the back? May have. Oh! Damn it! Jake's down! Whew. That was damn close. I don't know, man. I love watching brand new players play Fallout. I started watching streamers a few years ago when a friend of a friend, I mean really watching them. You know, I've watched one or two here or there every once in a while, but honestly thought it was definitely a younger person's thing, or I don't know what I thought, but I had a friend of a friend who started playing Fallout New Vegas for the very first time with no context whatsoever, other than that they were a Fallout 76 player. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta watch this. This might be something, you know? And sure enough, it was entertaining as hell. And I just kind of fell in love, started looking around for
I think we found the office.
more streamers to watch, and
Good.
glad I did.
Terminal. Just give me a second here.
I've got guitars and a record collection and books and my games and mods and that type of thing. But I don't generally do a lot of television.
Oh, damn it. Can't crack this password.
But I enjoy watching a
Come
good
on.
stream.
All right, Terminal. You asked for it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Fine.
Jake was like, I got this, and I was like, no, you're on your
Let's
ass.
see what we can learn.
But thanks for doing that for me, because
Well, I'll never.
if he would have hit me like that, I would have been starting over probably at the bed in Diamond City, because it doesn't generally let you take that door,
Vault-Tec was trying to develop a
that
rival
magic
product to the ASAM
door
sensors.
save more than once in a row.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly sure. Seems this Magnuson was hired by Vault-Tec because he used to work with Robco on the
I'll tell you what,
ASAMs.
Dorgan,
He must have wanted his
you come to
insider
Denver,
knowledge.
I'll make the chicken tacos.
Although, judging by his terminal entries, I don't think this guy took his job here very seriously.
Yeah, horror games are
Scratch
fun.
that. He really didn't.
Especially
take
when you
his
have a
job
really
seriously.
animated streamer, you know, with a
fact,
base cam or whatever,
he
and
was
they like
using
really
his
animated
position
about
to
when the jump
rental
scares
company
happen and
equipment.
stuff. Paula was in here earlier, and he plays a lot of horror games. Lost Perspective plays a bunch of horror games. Sin was in here earlier. Sin loves those types of games as well. So, and they're all great at them. I watch them and just crack up. A hell of a risk. He sounds like a total asshole.
Sounds like an asshole to me.
The nerve on this guy. He was actually stealing from Vault-Tec.
It was just okay.
Building
Thanks, Ron.
materials, computers, robots. Hell, he was even stealing their ASAMs and... Oh, I don't think we're gonna find a second comm hub here.
Mr. Markiplier, playing Five Nights at Freddy's. You want to know what's funny about that? So many, many years ago, when my kids were still not quite out of the house yet, 2013, would have been 2013 or 2012.
Why do you say that?
Vault-Tec was
My
expecting
oldest
a comm hub
was
to be
like,
shipped here.
Dad, you
But
got to play this Five
Madison
Nights
guy
at Freddy's.
hijacked the delivery.
And I was like, I don't
And
want
sent
to.
to
They were like,
Olivia
you got to.
instead.
It's really awesome.
What
It was
we
the
came
first
to
one.
Look for, we've already found.
And so I was like, all right, I'll play it. And they were like, will you let me play it on my computer? Will you let me turn on the base cam? Will you let me stream it to my channel? Because they had an art channel. And I was like, sure, I don't give a shit. You know, I was in a band and stuff. Like, what do I care? Do it. And they got some pretty good jump scares in some Bubblonia hitting notes that he can't normally hit in real life. And they were huge Markiplier fans. So that's why when you said Markiplier and Five Nights, I was like, that brings up some memories.
It's okay. You couldn't have known.
Thanks. Appreciate the kind words. Looks like we're stuck.
The Baroon Razor Leaf on Nexus. Okay,
But
so Starfield mod.
It does sound like Vault-Tec.
Going in my load
lower
order, Larry. Let's try it out.
Maybe we should investigate this.
I'm not
rival
this load
product
order.
of theirs.
That'd be
Hey,
funny if I
maybe
could
it's
get that to
something we
work.
can use. The terminal said this place has a
Like
warehouse
hovering
where they
over
work
the
on
top of
projects.
Diamond City.
I'm thinking we should take a peek down there. Although Terminal also said we need to take an
Oh,
elevator.
shit. Talk about mixing
We
your
already know we'll
metaphors.
need a key card for that. All right, we found what we need. Let's go take that elevator.
Let's go take that elevator. All right, let's do it. Let's take that elevator. See if we can figure out a way to get back down to that elevator right quick. Riding a bubble. There's Hollow.
Basement.
Hollow plays that Lies of P, but he also plays this, I forget the name of it, but I love watching it. With Sin and sometimes Lost. Hollow, what's that game called? With the one person plays the killer and everybody else plays the victims?
Creepy ass ferals.
That game is freaking wild.
There's gotta be something down here.
What'd you find over here, Jake? Robco?
I'm not seeing much. How about you?
Nothing's happening. I pushed the big red button.
Feral!
Yeah, but not for long. Dead by Daylight, that's the one. Yeah. It took you a Molotov cocktail and 2 shotgun blasts to the midsection to die?
Hold up. Got some
Oh my goodness gracious.
Empty.
Better start modding these weapons out. I don't think Vanilla's gonna cut it.
Must have been keeping all the stuff they were working.
Let's see what this is. Just pick this up. Oh yeah, it's got the standard receiver on it. No wonder. No wonder.
Can't be all there is. Let's keep looking.
Yeah, I'm thinking Heather's gonna have to start carrying some of my stuff here in a minute. Maybe even sooner than a minute. Shitter's clogged again. Call Beantown Plumbing. Tim. Good old Tim. Never met a Tim I didn't like. No, I probably have him, Larry. I definitely have Darkstar now. Maroon Sev. I'm not sure. Is that the one by Raven Swift? Raven Moon? Raven something or other. I played Dune with her. Oh, Heather. Heather, my little treasure. Need to avail myself of your services once again before I start doing damage to my bad self. Where is Heather? You know what? We have a cure for this. Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
When your soup turns cold and your socks go down, there's a twinkle in the gaslight lamp. It's the prancing phantom, quick on his toes, tapping down the hallway in tattered clothes. With a tip-top hat and a monocle gleam, he does the Charleston through your dream. You can't lock doors when he's around. He slides through keyholes without a sound. He'll rearrange your pantry cans, then curtsy, spin, and clap his hands. It's the prancing phantom, he's quite a sight, waltzing on your windowsill at night.
Hey, nice work. Hidden trapdoor, huh? Now we're talking. Well, after you.
Busted.
Yeah, I've definitely used it in the past. Psycho. But I don't put that in any version of Fallout 4 that I intend on streaming or playing through to the end of a story or whatever. It does a few things with script overrides that tend to really get in the way of long-term stability, in my opinion. But it can be cool. It can be fun to mess around with when you're just testing something out or whatever.
phase and just reverse engineer everything. In partnership, my ass.
Yeah, for sure, Larry. Maroon Sev. Well, yeah, I hope shitloads of people download it. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a battle because it requires a couple other mods. It's always like that, but plenty of people have those, so. Yeah, I've had too many bad experiences with Cheat Terminal in the past. I just, and if I wanted anything, I know, console commands for that. The ultimate survival mode definitely re-enables the console anyway, so. But it is in the, what was Cheat Terminal in last, Ron? That big old mod pack that had like everything in it, that kitchen sink one, that was generally pretty good. It was just probably a little bit of overkill. It was a Vortex mod pack or whatever they call them. Here's a hint, Thorgan. Grab every number 2 pencil you see. You never know when you might need a big old stack of them to give to somebody who really likes journaling. Just saying. It's possible. Plus they have lead, so lead's always good. Pack of cigarettes.
Piper, you'll do anything to get a story, won't you? You don't care who you hurt.
What? You like something I said?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I wouldn't run Cheat Terminal in something like save that included Sim Settlements too. The chance for having some script errors that would break your game is just way too high for me.
Hey there.
Huh. What a weird setup.
And it just...
I wonder, what were they trying to do with these ASAM sensors? Don't suppose you've
Oh,
any
I'm the same way
ideas?
with Oregon. But there was some time when I was just playing the game for fun that I tried out that mod pack, and it was generally really good. That guy puts a... Exoclips, is the guy's name? He puts a shitload of time into making sure everything works really well together. And he's really responsive if you have questions or something's not working correctly and you need a fix. You know what I mean? So, great guy, and a great package if you're just looking for like a broad overview of what modded Fallout 4 can be if you just go completely bananas with it. But not generally how I want to do a playthrough, especially not for a stream. You know what I mean? Like, offline, just dicking around, sure. But I always have to create my own load orders just because I'm very picky about what I want. This is a Minuteman character. You know, I'm picky about what I want in this particular load order that fits this character, and I don't need a bunch of extra shit. You know, I'm not gonna go Brotherhood of Steel, so I don't need to have like every Brotherhood of Steel mod under the sun. You know, I want it to function correctly and get me all the way to the end of Chapter 3 of Sim Settlements 2, not poop out of me at the beginning of Chapter 3. But you know what? Miles Berry. I talk to people who have run, you know, 1,500 mods or something, and they're seemingly capable of getting all the way through, like, America Rising 2 or whatever with no problem. So, you know, maybe it's just me.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, even though they never got their hands on the comm hub, it doesn't seem to have stopped Vault-Tec trying to rip off ASAM technology. The question is,
Rip off is a little
what do they
pejorative
come
there,
up
Jake. You'd
Let's
think
split
you were
up and
raised
see
in a
what we can
vault.
uncover down here. Let me know if you find anything interesting.
Oh, for sure. It's a big green arrow pointing to this giant red button.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What you messing with there? Well, I'll be. Looks like Vault-Tec had themselves a ASAM printer. But I think it's pretty
Yeah.
long behind.
The Midnight Ride used to be
A steady supply of sensors
a fantastic base for modding. It really did. And I'm sure it still is, but
Say,
as far as I'm concerned, they've
construct a whole sensor.
kind of stuck in 2 years ago, you know, with their sorting and stuff. So, but you know what? Everybody's different.
Who's that in my skin? He wears it so well.
But I think you'll remember a time when I used
You know, a machine can't
the
make
Midnight
something
Ride
that
as a
don't got the
basis for almost
schematics
every
for it.
load order I created. Because I was just really into it for a while there. It was really, really good. And then they released the next gen version of Fallout 4 and things kind of went sideways. And of course the community, predictably enough, split in multiple directions. You know how it goes. Believe me, I have screwed multiple Starfield playthroughs because I'm always messing with stuff. Yeah. Yeah. You hear it in my voice, right, Thorgan? Ask Ron. We've been there, man. We have definitely been there. Just keep kind of dicking with it until finally it doesn't work anymore. And then you're like, silly freaking me. I did this to myself. Yeah, Larry. Go, Larry. Go, Larry. Get Fallout 4. You're going to hear a lot of people say one thing or the other about Fallout 4, and God knows there's been multiple 10-hour think pieces about it and everything else, and I'm one of those kind of people. I just don't really fucking care about any of that. It's kind of like complaining about how bad music was in 1978 or whatever, and I can pick 14, 15 records off the top of my head and tell you why music was amazing in 1978. It's like this, buddy. I can get you guns, knives, whatever, and they'll keep you alive for sure. But the real secret is the mods.
What are you talking about?
Well, would it surprise you to learn that this thing has a copy of the schematics needed to build ASAMs? I wonder who Vault-Tec paid off for that. Let me just download a copy of this. I'm sure Vault-Tec won't mind. And there we are. We may have to adapt and substitute a few parts, but now we'd be able to build as many sensors as we want. No more scavenging for them. This is a real game changer.
Hell yeah, Jake.
Slick. But I reckon we've still not uncovered everything that's here yet. Let's keep looking around.
Yeah, I like the talking protagonist. Both Delaney and Courtney Taylor, the voice of Nate and Nora, did a fantastic job. I personally play both. I trade back and forth whenever I do a new run. I'm a Nate character or I'm a Nora character. I do the same thing in Starfield. I do the same thing in Skyrim. It's always male, female, male, female.
Jake.
But I think Courtney is just a little bit more emotive. But Brian's fantastic, as you are literally hearing right now whenever I talk. An amazing actor and does a terrific job with Nate.
Oh, how about that?
Rum and Nuka-Cola, served on a Victrola.
ASAM variants. You know, plot types. Different things ASAMs can be programmed for. I suspect Vault-Tec planned to copy the software. Let's see. We got residential, agricultural, and industrial.
Oh shit!
Oh, hold
cover
up.
your ears, Thorgan. Cover your eyes.
Data here.
Turns out there might be more than 3 types of ASAMs.
Commercial?
Sorry, buddy.
Slick, do you know what you just found?
I think so.
I think so.
There's data for 4 new plot types here.
Well, a lot of people prefer.
ASAMs could build.
I'm gonna let
I
Jake
don't
finish
think
here for a
Robco
second.
ever released these
I
variants.
love the
At least not
voice
for the
acting in
general
this.
public.
Is so good.
This is one hell of a find. I'm gonna have to study
You
this.
can actually hear him
If I can
smiling
figure out
and
how to
laughing to
transfer new
himself
data on
as
the
he does
census,
the lines.
I'm fairly
It is,
certain we'll soon have more things to build.
Like the difference between just reading off a card and acting. What do you mean, fairly certain?
What do you mean you're only fairly certain?
Well, as you know, ASAMs come pre-programmed with 3 plot types.
And I wish,
to change
like
what it
hell
builds,
right
you just
now, that I
select
could
the right
remember the
settings.
name of the voice
Easy
actor that
enough
plays
once you know
Jake.
how.
But I literally have a
But
sticker
I have
of
no
Jake
idea how you
on the
transfer
side of
new
my
plot
computer
data
that's
onto an
always
ASAM.
looking at me when I'm sitting here.
But
And
don't
I'm a
worry,
grown
I'll
ass
figure it
man,
out.
so nothing but proper respect. Even if I can't quite recall his name off the top of my head right this second. It's fantastic. Sounds great.
Sounds great.
I never thought we'd find something like this here. I wonder what more's hidden around this place. Come on, let's keep looking.
Yeah, that Ron's not wrong. You know, there's a big argument about this in the community that goes back years. Some people are really, really vocal for one side or the other, and I'm more like, you know what, play it how you want. I've played it both ways, but the one nice thing about Starfield is I get to voice everything that my character is thinking, saying, and anybody who's watched me stream for an hour or more will tell you I often completely read or say a completely different line than what's on the screen, but make it fit the response that's going to come in some way, just because I can, you know, in Starfield. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that I am nostalgic for the voices of Nate and Nora, and I would be sad if they weren't possible for me to use. You know what I mean? Like, I've played it with the voiceless protagonist, and it's awesome, but Sometimes I just want to hear their voices. They're like old friends at this point, right? Figure out how to power this up. All right. Well. Hey, look, I found a robot.
I had to trade it for a camper van. I ran it over and destroyed the plan. So now I sleep in the armored shell with a cactus friend and a radio bell. And late at night when the coyotes call, I'm rev it up and a
Squirrel.
blast through y'all. 'Cause freedom's heavy and wide and loud, and it don't fit in your little crowd. But you can't park a tank in Tucson.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
No matter what boots you got on.
Hey, Heather.
Help yourself.
No, I'm gonna give you some stuff, actually. Sorry about that, though. But I need you to carry some of this junk. I know that you make really cool things with the junk, so...
Hey.
Piper, you carry the rest of the junk? You probably don't want to carry junk, and I understand, but...
You say the word.
You know, we're all working together here, people. There's got to be a way to get this thing powered up. Just gave my junk away, and now I'm picking up even more of it. I'm incorrigible, Paula. No, right? Would you kindly speak up? We need a voice protagonist for this particular scene.
Would you look at this thing? What were Vault-Tec trying to do here?
Talking about this thing over
What's that
here?
noise it's making?
Kind of staring at a doorknob there,
What's
pal.
wrong with it? All right, let's take a closer look here. Huh. This machine's picking up some kind of radio signal.
Oh god, we got Rod wound up.
Trying to connect to something nearby. Hey,
Dukes,
do me a
Pit Boy,
favor.
Ghouls, Bethesda.
Go to that table with the ASAMs and the
You know what?
other-
With all due respect and love for my homeboy Ron, and I'm not saying he's even wrong, because I have at times felt pretty much the same way, but I go back and forth.
Flip it off and cut the power to the sensors. All right, come on back.
You didn't miss a whole lot by not being involved in 10 years of this argument. Let's put it that way. You didn't miss much. Just saying.
What are you for? Nothing but garbage.
I know you don't, bud. I know you're just playing devil's advocate, but I'm just saying, nobody missed out if they're brand new to Fallout 4 and they never had to, I don't know if sit through is not the right word, but read through on Discords and the Nexus and everything else, a million paragraph long reasons why one was better than the other, and the people that disagree with you are actually cuts and fools and too stupid to live and can't even be called real gamers and just all that horse shit. Who needs it? Well?
Hey.
Yep, that confirms what I thought, all right.
About what?
The signals this machine was picking up. They were coming from those ASAMs. They were emitting the radio signals.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Exactly.
The one thing about the
You
voice
show off the power to the
protagonist is
ASAMs,
you got to use
we
this
show off
program
the
now. Nowadays,
Simple
we all use this
deduction.
program called Lazy Voice
I didn't know
Finder,
the sensors could
and
do
it
something
searches
like
through
that.
all the voice files
Emit
for
a radio
the
signal.
protagonists,
That begs
both
the
the
question.
Nate and the Nora versions, and allows you to find
Why is it trying to pick up
and
signals from sensors?
pull lines from the game
what
that are
kind of
vanilla
ASAM
in there
technology would
already.
Vault-Tec
And
try to
then,
copy
if you're really creative, you can cut them together and kind of get unique answers. But as you can see, I'm pretty limited on what I can say. Like, my character's got an 8 intelligence, but I'm like, yep, makes sense, because there's not really anything specific that my character can say using Brian's voice. So, well, we can find out the answer.
We can find out the answer.
Now that's the kind of spirit I like to see. There's gotta be someone around here to tell us what this machine is. Some notes or documents or something. Take a look
Yeah, I
around,
think
see
Starfield's
what
better
you can
for it,
find.
personally, but there are people who strongly disagree and wish that the protagonist in Starfield had also been voiced. But like I said, I'd miss Brian and Courtney if I didn't have the option to listen to have them now, you know, so. Find out information about the equipment. Oh, more pencils.
Well, if anyone...
Reminder to myself to find that damn key. Mary's gonna kill me when I get home if she finds out I accidentally locked our date money in the safe. Maybe it fell out of my pocket when I was unloading those crates. Could be. Take the cigarettes. Yeah. Good as money. Better eat something, better drink something. Herbal stimulant. Why not? And some purified water, of course. And, yeah. Probably need some food as well, so let's do that. Properly fed. Oh,
Hey.
God.
What's up?
I got that bug, Ron.
What's going on?
Where if you eat the weight-increasing food too soon, it actually just erases it from the last time and leaves you stuck. Can we chat?
Can we chat?
Sure.
Show me what you got.
825.
Hey.
Hey, partner.
Let's see what you have.
You won't be sorry.
Somehow she can't carry anything more for me, but apparently I can sell her stuff, so there is that. Can have those. +1 luck. It's a complete failure of a pair of pants and a t-shirt. Just saying. Not pointing the finger at nobody in particular. It may or may not be in the chat. May or may not have been responsible for that choice. Actually, there might be a mod for that, and I just forgot to download it. Update. Don't. Let's see what else. Yeah, I don't need anywhere near that much of any of this stuff because taking drugs is not only super bad for you kids, but it causes all kinds of illnesses and problems in survival mode. So it's emergencies only, especially things like RADaway and RADX. Keep a couple on you, but the rest of it can go to hell. It's wildly inappropriate to use stim packs unless you are about to die, because it will make you thirsty. That's not good. You don't want to be thirsty. I'm going to have to sell a bunch of this crap, aren't I? You know what? You can have the BBs. I'm never going to put somebody's eye out with one of those. You can have the 38. You can have the 32. Do me a big favor and take these freaking rockets. They weigh a ton. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Jake?
I found some technical documents for you.
Really now? Let me take a look. Well, I'll be. According to these documents, this machine is Vault-Tec's attempt to duplicate a comm hub. I mean, it's not exactly a good attempt, but still, I suppose an effort was made.
Old man Fallout! Hey buddy, how you doing? I was telling people the other night about your
I guess after
oh god, what was that called? Confrontation or
to build their own version with no real
I was
reference.
trying to find more information about it, and I went over and looked on your channel, but you were playing Fallout 3.
This thing really is a reproduction.
Not live, but that's what you've been playing for the last few days, so before I had a chance to remember, I squirreled out of there. But Old Man Fallout was the guy I was telling you guys about that was playing, he plays Fallout 4, Survival, Heather, you know, all that stuff. Great streamer, killer guy. But he was playing this thing where his stream chat was actually playing against them, and they had downloaded an app to their phone, and it worked with a mod in Fallout 4, and they were spawning in enemies and then loading him down with ammunition so he couldn't move fast to try to fight him. It was freaking awesome. I'm listening.
I'm listening.
We came here looking for another comm hub
Good to
because
see
the
you,
one
buddy.
we've got so badly damaged it won't even turn on. And while it's not exactly what I expected to find here, this Vault-Tec knockoff might still be useful. Call me optimistic.
All right,
Between
you're
this
optimistic.
thing and the real comm hub, we might just be able to cobble together something that works.
Well, I'm glad it turned out well.
Glad it turned out well.
That makes two of us. Well, with that, I think we've uncovered everything we can here. Okay, let me just take a mental inventory of everything we found. We got the schematics to build
What is
our
the
own
name of that
sensors.
mod, man?
New
What is the
clock
name of that
towers so I
mod?
can figure out how to
You
make
got to
it
put it
work.
in my chat so I can
And of course,
write it
Vaultek's
down
version
and
of a combo,
look it up, because
which just
I'm not
might
going
allow us to start
to use it
repairing
and
the
do
one
your
we've already
thing, you know
got.
what I mean? But it looked
Call this
freaking
trip
awesome. And
productive would be an
I'm going
understatement.
to use that as a
I
search
knew
term.
working with you was a good idea, but damn.
And definitely
expect
want
us to do
to
this
watch
well.
the next time you do it, because I don't know if I could stay that cool under pressure. They were spotting in so much crazy shit on this poor guy, and then they were dumping like loads of ammo on him so he couldn't move to fight back in survival mode. Oh man, you know your chat loves you. You know your chat loves you when that kind of shit's going on. Well, I'm here to help, and you're welcome.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're
Crowd
welcome.
control,
Well,
thank
there I
you.
say,
Right,
you're the
and
most
you said it
helpful
works on
person
like
I've ever
100
met.
different games, but
All right,
for
I'm
Fallout
gonna start
specifically, it
gathering
was
things up.
actually a mod
Move everything we found back to the
that
hardware
worked
store.
with a phone app
Oh,
that
wait,
they would
shit.
download. Am I right? Or
Completely forgot.
maybe a web
I
app.
meant to go meet up with someone.
You know, open up a page or
And
something.
I doubt they'll take kindly me blowing them off.
Meeting. Who are we talking about?
A meeting? What are you talking about?
An acquaintance.
It was
of mine.
mean but funny.
Actually, it's the
It was
guy who got us
both of
the
those
info on this
things,
place.
which is a rare
Said he needed
combo.
to talk to me once I was
But
done. Something about
sometimes
some
delightful,
important information
for
you
sure.
want to share. But there's no way I can just leave all this stuff here. Look, I know I'm kind of passing the buck, but could you meet with this fella for me? See what he wants? I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess I could meet with. Look at this shit. Now that's mean and not funny right there. I guess I'll have to since you're useless. But who the hell would say that to this guy? Unreal.
Sure, I can do that.
Oh, thank you. You're a real pal. Sweeter than a baby's breath. The fella you need to visit lives up in Diamond City. He's an information broker. Calls himself the Ron.
The
Chances are he wants to
Ron!
sell us some info. And given
See,
his
we got
past
ourselves a
track record,
Ronaldo
it's
Moon,
probably
so
something useful.
it's kind of like the name
So
Tim.
here,
I've never known a
take this
bad
cash.
Tim, and I've never met a
Pay
bad
him,
Ron.
Find out what he has to say. Most hours of the day, you'll find him in his office, towards the back of the city. All right, time for me to get this stuff back to the hardware store. This should be a fun challenge of logistics. Once you've wrapped up everything with the Ron, head on back and let me know how it went. Oh, actually, before you go, might as well take this. Here, that's a copy of the ASAM schematics. With that, you can now build your own sensors, as long as you got the parts.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Nice.
I won't blame you if you want to test out
When
and
you
build a
launch
few
crowd
sensors.
control with Fallout 4
Just don't
running,
keep
it
the
generates a
Ron for too
link
long.
to your game.
Anyway,
You give it to the
I'll see you
audience, they
later.
click the link and get
Good
a web
luck out
page to
there.
use. Yeah, oh jeez. And boy did they use it, you guys. Oh my god, it was great. And I guess it's for a bunch of different games. Old Man Fallout just obviously supported that with his description, but I remember he said it was for a bunch of games. I didn't know if it was quite 100, but that's really cool. Of course, the one that I'm super fascinated by is Fallout 4, but it just goes to show.
He kissed my cheek and made me scream. He brought me stars and whispered low, then tiptoed off with my billfold dough. Mr. Sandman,
What in the hell is going on in this song?
he said
Love that smooth doo-wop. Don't just stand there. Strike a pose. Vogue. Vogue. Man,
I can carry
we're having a rougher day than anyone I've seen.
Lobby.
Goodbye, Vaultek headquarters. See you in the funny papers.
off into the night. Mr. Sandman, you're just a crook. I should have known by the way you look. So dreamy sweet, so sugar sly.
Level 16, folks. Can we make it back to Diamond City and sleep in a bed? Oh my God, let's hope so, because that saving on a doorway thing works even less reliably when you're going from the indoors to the outdoors. Yeah.
Next time I nap, I'll sleep with one.
Oh, no. No, that's not the way I wanted to go. That's not the way I wanted to go. I don't really want to take on super mutants right now. Seems like biting off a little more than I want to try to chew on before I get a save down.
She don't need no sunblock cream. She's glowing like a gamma beam. While the other girls just lay in bed, she's cooking up a half-life shake.
That's the way we came. Okay. Get a little turnaround sometimes. Even me. And I'm pretty sure you could earn a degree in less time than I spent playing and modding Fallout games, so that should tell you how good my memory is. Not great.
My baby's got a radiation tan from lounging near that caution van. She hums at night and glows at noon. We slow dance to the mushroom plume. Her teeth are
Well, it sure is a beautiful thing that y'all came out to enjoy this lovely Heather Casdin / Sim Settlements 2 adventure with me. I really appreciate it. Made my night. We're not going to stop anytime soon, but I just wanted to get that out there since we had a little bit of a break in the action, in theory anyway. You know what? That truck looks like it may have exploded at some time since we had passed by this way. Glad I wasn't here for it. So we've got the smooth tunes of Mr. Ronaldo Moon, rAIdio by Ronaldo Moon on the Nexus. And while we're listening to streamer-friendly radio tunes in Fallout 4, we're on our way back to Diamond City to meet yet another Ron. So it's a night of Rons. They're all Ron-based activities. Is this game based on a post-nuclear bombed world? Yes. Yes. The specific disaster that canonically has happened 210 years in the past in this particular game is a nuclear exchange. A full-scale nuclear exchange. The Great War, as they call it. 2077. So, canonically, we could get a Great War before we get Fallout 5. Dum-bum.
Oh no, whatever it is, keep yourself better that way.
Welcome, friends, to a lovely night at this lovely cathedral. Tonight we celebrate the Rons of the world. I want you to dig deep into your pockets and pull out some love for men named Ron.
Need a room?
Yeah, here's your caps.
Fine. Here's your caps.
Room 2 is yours. Enjoy.
All a minutes. But it did a hell of a lot of damage. And honestly, I don't think there's a better way to enjoy Fallout for the first time than playing Fallout 4. I'm not like such a staunch traditionalist that I'd be like, yeah, you gotta play the old games first in order or whatever. And some people love that, that's fine. And that's one way to do it, but pick up Fallout 4 on sale, load this sucker up, play it through vanilla if you want, see the sights. Make your choices, roll those dice, and then as soon as you're done with that, load up Sim Settlements 2, Heather Casdin, Tumbajamba, all of Tumbajamba. Degenerate Dak does fantastic lore-friendly weapons. The list goes on. You know, there's so many great mods in the Fallout 4 community that you could get lost for a long time if you choose to. So.
Mama grabbed her Bible, Daddy stared right through the wall. The sky went red, the clocks all froze. The neighbors screamed and swirled, but I sat down.
Do I have?
With polish.
Why isn't Twitch showing?
My shoes for the end of the world.
I gotta be honest with you. Hold on a second. You might see some flickering here while I move things around here, because I had at one point the stream up in a certain way so that it could be seen. No, that's not it. Is that it? No. How about that? Yeah. All scammers and spammers. Oh no, that's Hey Raid. Awesome. Stilfy Sloth. Hey, if you're still there, thank you so much. That is freaking awesome. First time chat from a raider. Raid. This is a great game. I love it. I'm sorry I couldn't see your guys' conversation. I thought I had this thing set up and... Hey, I come on Twitch so I can help you ban this spammer. Oh. I'll be honest with you, Old Man Fallout, I don't even know how to make you a mod, but... and I don't see any way to, ban the cheap viewer dude. Let me see. Can I just click on him and... I don't know. There we go. Maybe? Cool. Yeah, I'm not super knowledgeable about Twitch. I apologize. But I have it up now to where I can see everything, and I'll make the flickering go away before I give everybody the old age favorite, the epileptic fit. You probably just ran off half my chat, but yeah, I don't understand. Every time I stream, I get somebody trying to sell me viewers or whatever, and I'm like, I can't even imagine something that I want to do less than that. Like, it's fun to hang out with people and talk and bullshit and all that kind of stuff while you're streaming. I can't imagine having viewers that are just a number that don't engage and chat and stuff. Like, I don't understand what the point of that would be. I'm not monetized or anything, so it wouldn't do anything for me, you know? But what do I know? I'm just a guy with a pipe rifle trying to run around the wasteland, you know?
What? I'm busy. You keep looking at me like that, I'm gonna start thinking you're a simp.
Hey, you want a baseball? There's some bombs in that. Don't ask me which ones.
Not falling for it right now, Trunk. We're over to talk to Ron. That's our mission. We've got a mission.
You're getting pretty chummy with that reporter.
Was useless. Why are we wasting so much time trying to find this guy? It's not even a paid contract.
Because Algernon told us to, and the captain's not a man you ignore.
Well, I just might. I got better things to be doing.
Well, it was nice knowing you. I'll hire a preacher to say some nice words when we bury you.
You really think he'd put me in the ground?
You really think he'd put me in the ground?
At the very least.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Now, you better answer if you want to keep those teeth.
Jeez. The attitude on this guy. What's with your attitude?
What's with the attitude?
Typical wastelander. Not showing respect where it's due.
Will you just leave them alone? We're not meant to start trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
He doesn't even match the description. Now come on, let's get going. We got work to do.
God, you son of...
You son
You
of
got
a...
lucky this time, Wastelander. I better not see your face again.
Hey, buddy, how do you know you didn't get lucky? Might give you a matching scar for the other side, huh? What a jackass.
I was born in the land of the brave and free, where the eagle flies and the church bells ring. Mama said,
Hey, all right! Another new client. Don't be shy now. No need to stay in the waiting room. Come sit your hip self down.
Check this character out.
Okay. How about some pie? Oh, yeah! I like that look. The kind that says, don't start trouble with me unless you're cruising for a bruising. I can tell you're a guy with his head on straight. The smart, sophisticated type who really understands the way of things.
Well, nice to meet a friendly face.
Nice to meet a friendly face.
You don't get just a friendly face, my friend. You get the whole package deal.
Freaking
The
love
face,
this guy.
the talent, the unrivaled resourcefulness. You get the Ron.
Oh, yeah! You know what? I need to ask you something.
I need to ask you something.
Ask away. Although I can't chat for too long, I'm expecting... Say...
Did you have a power outage,
Correct
Thorgan?
me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling you
Oh,
were sent
no,
here by
man.
Jake.
I'm sorry, I misread that. I thought you were just talking about putting me on your phone while you were playing Starfield. I'm like, respect. Like, I get it. But you had like a power outage or something? Sucks, dude.
What do you know about him?
Oh, Jake. That hound dog's a good guy. One of my best clients. I'm not gonna pretend I understand all this ASAM stuff he's doing. It's
cool as hell.
He's got his reasons, and the Commonwealth's better
Rated
off
by
for it.
Hev
Oh, yeah.
Norak 14.
So, did Jake send you or not?
To follow this guy and see what he's all about. Much appreciated. It's really cool. I don't normally have anybody on my Twitch. Of course, I don't really know much about Twitch, so I don't think I do it right. Like, when I see Twitch, I see lots of emojis and lots of color, and it's very fast-moving, and I'm more, laid back old guy playing Fallout, you know? More of a radio DJ kind of thing, but, I love it. It's freaking awesome. It's cool. And we got people watching on YouTube. What a great night, man. Hump day for the win!
What makes you think that?
Jake told me he partnered with someone. And you matched the description he gave.
It's one way of putting it,
yeah.
dude. When your lights go out all of a sudden.
You got one of those Pip-Boy things. Just like that hound dog Jake. So, is the Ron right? Are you the new partner?
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
When you're right, you're right,
I'm
baby.
doing the multi-stream thing, and I'm actually able to see all the chat because I had it set up like exactly backwards. So my tabs weren't overhanging each other the correct way; they were backwards, and so the YouTube one was actually covering the Twitch one, and I didn't even notice because
is a friend of the
I'm a derp.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. The reason I asked Jake back here was...
We'll get around to it, bud. We'll get around to it. It's cool, man. I love it.
But since you're his partner, I can tell you the info instead.
I have,
for a price.
it's like 21
After
followers
all,
on Twitch.
I'm running a business here.
That's super cool. You got my attention. Let's hear it.
You've got my attention. Let's hear it.
As Jake tells it, you and he are building up settlements together. Now that's cool and all. But he's off the gas for a second. Have you stopped to think about the people joining those settlements? After all, it's the people that make a town.
Wait.
And
I gotta
surely
do
you
the
want
bit.
best
I gotta do
and
the bit. I gotta do
brightest,
the YouTuber
right?
bit. Hold on. While we're enjoying the smooth tunes of Ronaldo Moon, maybe, I don't know, hit the like button or hit the hate button or just jump into the chat and sing along.
Of course.
But you can't always tell who's hip just by looking. Or can you? You ever heard of a Vigor tester? It's a kind
Vigor
of science
tester?
machine cooked up by pre-war nerds. It can measure a person's attributes. Use it to scan someone, and it can tell if they're as
Oh, hell
strong
yeah,
as a
man.
deathclaw,
Star viewing's
or as
the
weak
best.
as a kitten, smart as an AI, or as dumb as a mutant. Pretty rad. A useful device, especially for some
Pretty
cool
rad.
cat wanting to find the cream of the crop.
Takes on an extra special meaning
Just so
in Fallout,
happens,
doesn't
the
it?
Ron knows where to find one of these vigor testers.
Ah, Ghost Rider's coming in with the
Willing to tell
emojis.
you where it is.
See, that's what
your
a Twitch
capacity for
stream
never
looks
ceases
like
to
to me whenever I tune
Piper,
into, like, my
please.
friend Cat
The
or
Ron's busy with a client.
a few of the other people that I
However,
watch over there.
There is a small matter of payment for this information. 300 caps. Sound fair?
I know, I sound like an idiot. I'm like, I don't really know. It's cool. I like it, but I don't know a whole lot about it. I probably should if I'm going to actually multi-stream. I should definitely be able to see when somebody comes in, because that is deeply uncool. If you use Stream Ninja, it gives you a pop-up window that'll sit over your game and show comments in the corner while you play. Stream Ninja. Well, Mr. Old Man Fallout, I am writing that down right freaking now. Stream Ninja. I'll check into that. Thank you so much. That is awesome. That would definitely help. You're a businessman.
You're a businessman.
Do better.
You can do better.
Ain't no one who can say the Ron don't know how to business. Let's say 250 caps. You sly cat.
You sly cat, you. Yeah, you know what?
Sure. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. First things
Just push
first,
my luck.
take this folder. That's all the info the Ron could dig up on the Vigor tester.
That's a Robco schematic there. Or a big ore tester. I guess when
Now,
you're 210
according to the
years
Ron's
late to the
records,
apocalypse,
last known
you
location
can't really
of the
fault the
tester
man
was
for calling it the
1281.
big ore tester.
But dig this. That vault's still active. Still has residents inside. So, common courtesy says you knock first. If you can get inside, ask someone in charge about the tester. If it's still there, chances are they'd know. On a side note, if you're looking for able settlers,
Yeah, I heard
you
that.
might be interested in.
She was really
Here,
cool about it. She
here's
understood.
infos on the
She
house.
came over to your YouTube to let you know.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Ask, and you shall receive.
Right on, right on.
Yeah!
Oh,
Since it
yeah.
appears Jake is busy, I suggest pursuing the Vigor tester yourself. If you don't know where Vault 81 is, it's near the old Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. Just look for all the water. You can't miss it.
My personal favorite is when he calls it the Commonwealth. It's just the best. I started calling it the Wealth myself now. You interested in coming to work for me, pal?
You interested in coming to work for me? I have a good spot you could set up shop.
And leave my cool-as-ice broker gig? No way. If information is power, then I'm the most affluent man in the
I'm right there with you. I
Commonwealth.
mean, I'm not jealous of a power
And
outage. That'd be
no
kind of
offense,
silly, but
but
I'm
working
right there
for
with you with the
someone would
Stargaze.
really cramp that
Back in the
image.
days before the internet, when I was a young buck, if I wasn't playing music or, I don't know, running around trying to make new friends, I was definitely on the back deck of the little apartment I had, looking straight up into the sky, looking at the stars, sometimes for hours at a time. Probably didn't help with the whole chain smoking thing, but you know, I mean, it was the 90s, you know? They used to think that was cool.
Thanks for your help.
You are more than welcome. And remember, if you got information to buy or information to sell, then you come see the
I
coolest
miss that
cat
now,
in the
but Denver's got
Commonwealth.
way too much light pollution. I gotta drive out to the country 20, 30, 40 miles before I can even get a good view of the stars, even if we're having like the Perseid meteor showers or whatever. Well, listen, I'll pile in the car, take a 45-minute drive and go watch them out there.
If you see my baby floating by, just hold her close and tight. Tell her I'll be on the next one. If the paperwork's done right,
I bought the moon.
but they won't let.
Such a great song. Easily and equal to the songs of the actual day, Ron. Bravo, sir.
Busy here.
Nice Pip Boy.
Thanks.
The boys all hit the honky tonk, drinking and shooting the breeze. I stayed out on the front porch with my elbows on my knees. 'Cause
I'm scared of the cornfields because of a bad wild boar incident. It was boring, nothing nice, man.
something big is coming down, and I think it's swinging by.
I had a friend in high school who got bored on a field trip to Catalina, which is like a really nice little touristy destination island off the coast of Los Angeles. It's a LA County public schools, you know. But there's nature there, like real life. People used to go boar hunting, and he was out on a field trip with the school and got gored the shit out of his inner thigh and knee. Wild little bastards. It's okay, the SIGs were safe. Yeah, Ron and I were talking about that today, buddy. The floors were clean and the sex was dirty. Times change. Have the super mutants respawn? Thank God, no.
Shame those underground trains don't run anymore.
Could be coming now or in July, but I tip my hat each time planes fly by. That bomb's got my name on it.
You have Razorbacks? Yeah. I don't know the exact variety that were on Catalina, but they were nasty enough. Razorback sounds even crazier. And I guess they got them down in South Texas, too. Like, at one point, my son wanted to go down there for his 21st birthday because he had heard that they actually hunted the wild boar that were so plentiful and such an invasive species down there from helicopters. I was like, oh man. You know that boy was born in Georgia. He was like, we gotta get ourselves a helicopter now to go hunt some wild boar. You know that kid was born in Georgia. That is quite the Georgia thing to say.
I once loved a sailor. He was handsome and tall, but his pantry was empty. No canned goods.
Oh, what did I do that for? It's like 8:45 at night. I don't want to knock on their door at 8:45 at night. That's not going to work for me. It's not going to work for this guy. Wait, it'll totally work, because I'm going to have to do some Settlements 2 stuff before I can even go into the vault proper, so. Perfect.
Sweep me away like a G.I. Joe. I'll marry anyone with ration. Beans in a can and controlled portions. Love is a
Yeah. No, I'm glad you did. Because, F that.
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip Boy, but you better start talking.
I got it in Vault 111, man.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
Something to be said about that, though, huh, Thorgan? Hunting the animal they can hunt back. Just looking to do some trading.
Just looking to do a little trading.
Is that so? And you expect me to believe that? Oh, Overseer.
Who is it, Edwards?
Yeah, when my kids were just born, we had a
Commonwealth traveler.
dog of Argentina, Argentine Dogo.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it
Long
like
story
everyone
short,
else.
but like a pretty fancy schmancy Frankenbreed, really.
Sorry about
But just
that.
the sweetest
Officer
damn
Edwards
big
here
Great
is just doing
Dane
his job.
type
Sure you
dog,
understand our
and my
needs and
kids were like
For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange.
7 months and
You help us.
3.5 years old, and that dog would literally tap dance when it ran by them if they were on the floor watching TV or whatever. It would break its own neck and ankles trying to stop itself from accidentally stepping on poor little baby's hands or foot. Just the sweetest dog, but they were bred to hunt wild boar down in Argentina. And when that dog started woof woof woofing, somebody come to the door he didn't quite like or whatever. Oh man, I've seen grown men piss their pants. And it wasn't necessarily a sight that I'd like to see repeated, except under extremely specific contexts, because it was just, he was terrifying to the wrong people. Sweet as a baby to, you know, the mother of my children and both of the small children and me. But, and when he started running, this is 165 pounds of, like Mastiff, you know? When he started running, it was like I could hear the Bionic Man jingle in the background. You know, that... I mean, it was just like, you could easily see with your naked eye moments every third of a second or so where all 4 feet were off the ground and there was no gravity involved with that animal. It was super impressive. Very cool dog. I'll never have another animal like that again, another dog, because I can't handle the pain of dogs that only live 7 or 8 years. It's just too much. So I got little dogs now, and they're awesome. But I'll never forget my Bijou. He was an amazing, amazing dog, and bred to hunt wild boar, which he never got to do. But boy, he was sure loved and babied when he was here. So.
But I'm a fellow vault dweller. Can't you just let me in?
All the more reason to help out a fellow vault then.
I'm interested. What is it you need?
Fusion cores. 3 to be exact.
That's crazy. Yeah.
You get the fusion cores. We grant the access.
We've got some scruff ruffians here. Foxes and coyotes. And red hawks. That come in from the mountain suburbs. And they'll carry off a small dog. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Good. You can contact Officer Edwards through the intercom when you're done.
But they have no fear.
Task,
we have squirrels that literally sit on the fence and shake their little fists with their little eye patches and cigarettes hanging out of their little mouths and just chew you out in squirrel. Like, they have no fear of people anymore. It's almost like the beginning of every one of those 1950s horror movies about the animals rising up and revolting against people. So, tell me, do we still have...
I need to ask you something.
What's going on?
I need to see what you, have.
Let's see what you have.
Products that improve your health and well-being.
Did I just hand them to you, though?
I just restocked if you need some tea.
I always need some tea, but, I'm not gonna let me trade with her.
That was it.
No worries.
Be sure I'm not carrying any fusion cores. We may have to come back. Definitely gonna have to step outside at the very least, because Heather's decided that she's not gonna show up what the trade inventory has in it at this point. Hey, Raven Swift. Scariest animals around me are the geese. I'm not laughing, because I'm sure they're terrifying when they get all geesed up, but it just sounded funny the way you said it. Especially after talking about wild boars and coyotes. Geese can be terrifying. Birds in general are fucking dinosaurs, you know? They can be mean. Dude, the squirrels we have in our backyard, like, you ain't even lying. I'm telling you right now, there is a squirrel out there that when I first moved into this house, you know, the year after I met Mel, those girls were out there one day and they were fighting over something, and I went out there, or Mel went out there, I don't really even remember, it's been like 13 years, but they went out there and they were like a rabbit or a squirrel, they had it and they were kind of playing tug-of-war with it. They got yelled at, they let it go, it scampered up a tree. I swear to God, it was this squirrel, and he comes back and he's missing like a big part of his tail, he's missing like one eye. I swear to God, he's got a little leather jacket, and like a whole tuft of his beard is gone, and the other side's like long and grown out, and gives you the finger, and he shakes his fist, and he just squirrels at you. Like he's chewing you out. He stands on the fence, and the girls go crazy trying to get at him. But they can't get him because he's up on top of the fence, and he's just letting us all know he remembers, and he's pissed off.
You can keep your words, keep your chat. Just give me room and I love that sky.
All right, Heather.
Hey.
There it is. How many fusion cores do we have? We have 2. So we're gonna need another fusion core. Or, rather than just hunt around for a fusion core right now, we can do something else. I don't really feel like hunting fusion cores right now.
Sweet streets of yesterday where the children laugh and the banjos play.
Tunnel snakes. Why not? I could use a good pistol. Do you think I'm exaggerating? I mean, probably doesn't actually have a little leather jacket, but he's got the swagger of a little squirrel that like escaped from New York and has a little leather jacket, and like he breaks a bottle and he threatens you with it. I mean, he's got that swagger. It's freaking wild. And he still comes around. And he's probably a completely different animal, you know? But in my mind, my headcanon is that he's the one the girls were playing tug-of-war with, and he's still pissed off, and he comes around every once in a while to let us know. I haven't seen him in a couple of years. I don't know how long squirrels live, but he was kicking for a long while anyway, and he dropped back in from time to time. We'd be out there barbecuing or something, and he'd just be up on the fence just steady talking shit. Mad shit. Like over the sound of the radio. It was like, my God. And the girls would lose their minds. You know, they're sisters from the same litter, and they run back and forth and barking their little heads off and digging at the fence and trying to throw their bodies against the fence to see if they can knock his ass off the top. And, oh, man. Good times. Good times. I mean, probably not for the squirrel, why he's so mad, but still. Oh, I'm all covered with float fly gunk. I hate that. It's not good at all. I don't like that one little bit. It's nasty. Take that gland though. I think I know somebody in Diamond City who's looking for something like that. I say that every time. I'm pretty sure I turned it in on this playthrough already.
Nice.
Psycho TV says also have a similar black bear encounter with anybody involved. Like a black bear in a leather jacket, or I can't scroll back because it'll make the screen flicker and shit. Because for some reason, Fallout 4 is being a real pain in the ass about what it'll detect as for me. So I have to do it in full screen, which means I actually have to hit the Windows key to get out of it, and it's just a big, dumb show. Then I ghost you like you don't exist. Yeah, I roam around. He just shut the door on the bear. Oh, man. They call me the Philanderer. I creep and I slander her. I wink, I grin, then I Ronaldo Moon. His feelings make me break out in fear. Nobody writes Fallout songs like you, sir. You ain't nothing nice. I love every minute of it. I got Lucy on Monday, Grace on the side. Hi. I'll take a free legendary. I said it wasn't me, though I'm 6 feet tall. Troubleshooters. What in the hell is it with all this troubleshooters and exterminators and hunters? This is worse than Fallout 76. I feel like I'm being trolled here. That's insane. It's like every legendary I find, and I'm playing on survival, so I should be seeing a lot of them. And they're all just junk, like highly specific. Oh yeah, let's go fight the Mirelurk Queen. Hold on, let me put my full set of exterminators on, I guess. I'll charm, I'll pose, then I'll betray. You know, when you think about it, it's perfect that we're listening to the smooth tunes of Ronaldo Moon while we're investigating the tunnel snakes. Oh, looks like we have a fucking jackass in the chat. Skin 19, head 69. I'm not really sure what you're getting at here, but that looks like some kind of weird-ass trolling to me. Especially with a name like that. You better splain yourself, sir. Alright, tell you what. Don't, because I don't want that kind of horse shit in my chat, so. Get the hell on. There aren't very many rules. The rules are be cool, be awesome if you can, and never take things that you're not trying to make a good faith effort to replace. You follow those rules, everybody's going to get along famously, everybody's going to do their part, and there ain't going to be no stupid bullshit. Hey Simia, good to see ya. I don't know, but they're gone now because I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm not about it. I was raised near Huntington Beach. I had enough of that shit to last me a lifetime. Nazi punks, fuck off. Hey, easy, easy, easy. I don't get to touch this guy. Anyway, I try to be positive, so I'm going to go back to that, but I apologize for that interruption. That was super uncool. And very, very non-awesome. Tunnel snakes rule! Piper.
Hey, Piper.
Time for some travel fuel.
Right. Travel fuel, I like it. But here, Piper, got your thoughts?
Your thoughts?
Right behind you.
You're gonna turn off legendaries all the way through? Okay, can I hear your vibe on that? Let's vibe check that. What is your reason? What's your rationale? I think it's an interesting idea, and I'm not poking fun at it at all. Yeah, don't be a dick is a fantastic general rule to,
Don't go all
to go
quiet
by.
on me.
Nothing else
That's
for
all.
now.
Sure.
Okay, I'm having an issue because I'm all loaded down, and I really want to give you a new gun to carry because it's way cooler than the 10mm that you're currently carrying right now. And while Ravensmith is getting ready to tell us, Raven Swift, sorry Raven, getting ready to tell us what the rationale is for the no legendary run. Be time to give Piper a couple of other options here. Let's see. Piper, I want you to use that. There you go. Yeah, Fallout 3 style. Right.
Chasing the cat. He bit the remote and swallowed his hat. We locked
Give me your sugar bombs.
It was too late. He howled at the moon and flattened the gate. He tap danced backwards through the hall. No, don't beat Grandpa after 9. He grows a beard in record time. He dug a tunnel.
I got no problem with Psycho 69 TV. It's a great name. And I was going to give benefit of the doubt to the other name until I saw what he wrote in the second line, and it was 1 + 1 = 2. I'm not going to give him a chance to do 3. You know, hit me with something even more offensive and gross and stupid. So, sorry if he got caught up in something that he wasn't really intending to be caught up in, but this isn't baseball, and I wasn't about to give 3 strikes.
Betcha, they'll eat ya.
When I started playing Fallout 4, I was using Horizon. Okay, yeah. Oh, so you kind of want to go back to that Horizon style. You know, I'm not sure if they still do, and I'm sure you know more about it than I do, because it sounds like you've actually beaten the game using Horizon. But at one point, anyway, people were doing patches for Sim Settlements 2. I wonder if that's, you know, currently a thing. I clicked on the name and hit hide from channel. They can scream into the abyss of radioactive nothingness for all I care. And if they really want to, you know, make a case for why that shouldn't be the case, they can figure out a way to find me. It'll be like a Funcom quest. You know, you have to use the context clues, track down the actual source of the real-life information. I'm sure it's right there in my profile for YouTube. So, but in the meantime, all I had to do is hide from channel, and everything that they've written goes into the waste bin of reality, so that nobody has to put up with it. And the best part is, and I don't even care if they're watching right now, the best part is they don't necessarily know that they've been sent to the waste bin of unreality. So they can be over there like all kinds of slurs and shit, you know, like little booger eaters do. Sorry, I don't want to be negative. I'm a positive guy. But they can do it in quiet, in the corner, and not bother the rest of us, because we're here to have fun, play video games, and love each other a little bit more than we did yesterday, if we can, if it's possible, even if it's hard, you know, all that good stuff. Because I actually legitimately believe in that, so.
I parked the car down by Revere.
God, these songs are so good. So no Horizon plus Sim Settlements 2 with legit patches now. Because a couple of years ago, that was a thing. It may have even been the original Sim Settlements or Conqueror. I don't remember specifically when it was.
So I challenged him right then instead. He said, "You've been soft since 43.
All right, here we go.
I said, "Put up your dukes and insult me, daddy."
I'm gonna need you all to go down, because you scare the shit out of me, especially you, Mr. Glowing One. You gotta go before you can heal everybody else. Unrelated, but you gave me more Xeno name ideas. Well, shit. My work here is done. Chunk Eater. Nice. Look at this. People talk mad shit about this particular creation club thing, and it did break a lot of games back in the day. Easy enough to make sure that doesn't happen now. But I love this gun. The design on it is just gorgeous. The inlay, it is a fantastic looking weapon. It is completely ridiculous, by the way, especially in like Nora's hands, because it's gigantic. And you're like, there's no way that's put a silencer on this thing or whatever. And it's like, it just looks ridiculous. But it is a cool looking gun, and I really enjoy collecting it. Putting it on the wall of one of my settlements. But for now, I might even just use it.
With perfume on his skin, he's got no keys, no
My God, I'm all overweight again. What shall I do?
Stories full of holes, traffic jams and payroll goals, and I nod sweet.
There we go. That'll help. That'll help some.
Pretend he still comes home to me. I love him so.
Nice, nice, nice. Take that and that, I guess. And Preston will be happy that I have a whole bunch more flares. I don't know. Nice pool table. Feel bad about having to shoot you guys. It's too bad you went all feral and shit. That's unfortunate. always been a big fan of the tunnel snakes. Well, not really, but I have great nostalgia for you. Let's put it that way. Pencil? Gonna need that someday. I have a funny feeling. I don't know why. Just feel like I'm gonna need it. Tunnel snake cell key. Whiskey. You're damn right I want your whiskey. Make great mentats with that whiskey. I'm not gonna drink it. I'm gonna make mentats with it for sure. Okay, that might be it, Raven. Yeah, because I remember specifically there was like just like a whole page of patches for Sim Settlements, one of the Sim Settlements, and it was a big deal. And then now you're saying that there's a brand new version of it that's a big upgrade. That would explain why there's almost nothing out there. Maybe it'll come back. Do you have a mod way that you can completely disable legendaries to kind of ape that effect right now, or what's your plan on that? I might try a challenge, survival run, but with no legendary weapons. Definitely have to rely on crafting a lot more, that's for sure. I know, I hate it too, I hate it too, I hate it too, but I gotta do it, I gotta run in here. Oh god. Oh god. Guess I'm gonna have to take one of those rataways, or rat X's, rather. I don't wanna. Yeah, now I won't be thirsty or hungry, but I'll be tired. Radiation is just the enemy of all that is noble and good in Fallout 4 survival mode. You know, and probably as it should be. But, yeah. It is, not a good thing to get radiated, my friends.
He don't say much, but he lays it down. He's got a little knife and a wicked grin. You let him in once and he'll stab again.
Piper, I will never tell you about University Point. I didn't then, and I won't now.
There's no changing the situation at this point. So what do you know?
Ladies, are you gonna get along? Please? Please? Hate those fucking creepy things. There is a specific mod that does it. Alright, cool. Yeah. The explosive submachine gun. Well, I mean, there's one in the base game, too. That is a legendary, I guess, but I don't know if that mod would take that out or not. That would be kind of sad if you went up to, Cricket and, she didn't have that on her. Because your mod removed it. Hopefully it turns it into a non-legendary or something, but keeps and preserves the name. And
Probably have something you can use.
I always imagine there's a story behind a weapon like that, you know?
She begged for more. Now preachers preach and policemen chase, but Sammy always gets to second base. He don't need a car or a diamond ring. Just give him room and let him do his thing. He was stabbing at the movie, stabbing on the train, stabbing in the alley when it started to rain. You could lock your legs across your arms, but Sammy's got a way to disarm your charm. Stabbing Sammy, he's a midnight breeze. Stab with a whisper and a jar of grease. And if you're lucky,
yeah, getting out of here without getting overly cucumbered is definitely, I mean, look at all this. That is not fair, you guys. That is some horse shit right there. Yeah, you can't scrap legendaries normally. There's a mod that I use that allows you to scrap legendaries and even move legendary effects around and stuff. And it's terrific. But under normal circumstances, you need a mod to be able to scratch or scrap legendaries. We'll have to come back and clean this place out another day. Because Ron, you still in the chat, bud? I am completely drawing a blank on those mods. You even made a patch for that allowed you to buy the legendary component chips at half price. What is the name of that lovely... Yeah, well, there's a mod that does all of that, but in the base game. Not Eco, but LCO. So, you run Eco with LCO, you can get the ability to scrap legendaries, and then you have to find in the world or buy them. They're really expensive at certain vendors. Magazines that teach you how to put legendaries back on your weapons, and then you can also do things like inject using leveled lists, like the legendaries from Fallout 76, or that type of thing. So it's pretty user-friendly and kind of programmable. It's really cool. And I'm a big fan of it. I've been using it for years, off and on, here and there. Sometimes I just have it to where you can scrap legendaries, but you can't make more than... Sometimes I do it where you can make 3-star legendaries, like in 76. Other times you can just scrap them and then put a mod back onto a different weapon of the same type, but that's all you can do. It just depends on how you set it up. Yeah, the one I use is Legendary Crafting Overhaul, made by the same guy that made Eco. Yeah, give it a try. I mean, it's the opposite of what you said you want to do with your next playthrough, but mess around with it a little bit. It's kind of fun. And the magazines and stuff can be found in dungeons, and I think they're mostly in the story dungeons too, so you're going to run into them, generally speaking. But if you really want them before then, you got to go to like Diamond City or Good Neighbor or whatever. Go talk to the weapons vendors over there, and they generally have them. Yeah, Legendary Effect Overhaul. Is that the one you're using, Ghost?
My dog drinks gin.
Well, folks, it looks like we made it. We have arrived back at the vault. Wait, I got an infection? Why didn't you guys tell me I had a disease? It's totally nasty and kind of gross. I like it. Turns out I have plenty of that. Actually been really lucky with diseases this run. Although in fairness, I do tend to take a lot of Heather's. Help me prevent catching diseases from things. Elixir.
Now it's a pile, and they're puffing things that grow wild. If your morals snap like dominoes, well, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
The baker's gone to live in a cave. The banker's wife unusually brave. The mayor's
suppressed immunity, peckish. Okay, yeah.
And the preacher's
I gotta eat something.
quartet band. Yes, sir. It's a mess, but we just smile and say sure. Though the trains all leave with no one there, and the milkman's whispering to thin air. When the butler starts to lick the crows, nobody knows. I said today I'd play it straight, put on socks and shut the gate. I trimmed my hedge and fed the cat, then tipped my hat to a singing rat. I baked a pie, I sewed a hem, then asked the sink if I was them.
Oh yeah.
And drank my tea and married a chair at half.
And what did I do?
So much for trying to stay composed.
Yep, I gave myself that bug again because even though I slept all night, I'm a sad bubble. I don't really have a good way of losing a bunch of weight unless I just start handing over all these weapons, and I'd rather break them down. Rapid, 25% faster fire rate. It's fun on a laser pistol, I guess. Almost seems like we'd be better on the short double-barreled shotgun, though, doesn't it?
Heads up.
Sure, take a peek.
Reflection blink twice. We've got
Nocturnal, Rapid. I'm not gonna use this. My kid. Let's give it to Piper. She likes the 10mm. Let's give her the best 10mm we can find at this level.
Heads up.
Help yourself.
May say it's just a phase or a hoax, but the bread sings jazz and the lamp just moan, and the wallpaper
We're gonna want to hold on to those.
alone. If your goldfish quotes Voltaire in prose, nobody knows.
All right, let's go talk to this overseer gal, huh? I just drank a giant bottle of whiskey. Yeah, I had a guy ask me, Ghost, a couple months ago, before I decided I wanted to start streaming it again. They were like, if I download Sim Settlements 2, would that give me, like, enough stuff to do for a unique, like, complete playthrough? And I'm like, dude, last time I played it, I got to the beginning of Chapter 2 and I was already 150 hours in. You tell me.
So you're back. I take it you got what Overseer McNamara was looking for.
I did. Hey, thanks, old man Fallout. I appreciate that. We troubleshot that this afternoon, me and Ron. Trying to get the sound exactly where we wanted it to be. I got him. You still need him?
I got him. You still need them?
Haven't heard otherwise.
Well, why don't you let me in there, pal?
Opening the door. Overseer McNamara and myself will meet you at the entrance. Oh, and behave yourself. You start any trouble, we'll toss your ass right back outside.
Well, I don't think it's an accident that we're both parts of that community. You know what I mean? Did you, do you test any of their stuff for them, Raven, or? Help me out here. If I'm getting something, if I'm missing something entirely,
My guys have been working double
don't shoot.
now. They need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just
But
do
it
the
definitely
best with what
scratches
you
all
can.
my itches.
That's all I'm asking.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
I'm impressed you maintained a successful vault for so long.
Thanks. I owe it to the overseers before me, but some here would disagree. A few believe opening the doors to the Commonwealth was a mistake.
Aren't you curious about the Commonwealth and what it has to offer?
Of course. But my duty is to these people and keeping them safe. We receive a few select traders often enough to stay well informed. That's why I like to use a give-and-take system. If outsiders are willing to help us, we're willing to help them. Speaking of, if you're ready, I can take those fusion cores from you.
My mod list is too big for testing and troubleshooting. I've never tested Sim Settlements 2. Watchtower, which was fun. But I'm always unofficially testing Sim Settlements 2 because I'm always running the latest patches and then reporting back on their Discord what I find and what I don't find. So
Here you go. I'm sure you'll put them to good use.
I won't, but Dr. Pensky certainly will. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra
My
mindful.
friends?
If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen
guy
his
can't
friends
count.
wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
You should be flattered. Not everyone gets a personal welcome from the Overseer herself. Normally, that's my job.
Cedric, you beautiful bastard. How are you?
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
What? No, I'm just tired. Do you usually ask such personal questions? Anyway, welcome to Vault 81. I'm Deputy Overseer Mansfield. If you've any questions or problems,
I just kept
please bring
bothering
them to
King
me.
until he let me in.
Otherwise, enjoy your time in the vault.
I can be kind of a stinker. No, I'm kidding. He put out the call, I think, one time. I'm sure you saw it. I mean, you just mentioned it. I was like, I'll do it. Sure, let me send that over. Can you take a look at these schematics?
Take a look at these schematics.
It's got
Oh, goody. More junk from the Commonwealth for me to examine. All right,
king?
hand it over.
Yeah.
I'll look.
Oh, I would never want him to
I
hear
know
this, but I just...
It's the Vitamatic.
I find it
The
very
Vault's previous
inspiring
physician used it
and
all the
adorable.
time.
It's like,
However, when Dr.
adorable.
Forsyth took over, he deemed the device too hazardous. Something about combustible tumors or some such.
So wholesome. I love it.
Is that why you're here? For the Vitamatic? If so, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint
Except
you.
for the jet addiction.
Even if we no longer
Something to be
use
said
the
about that
device,
jet
it's a
addiction.
rare piece of technology. I can't just hand it over to some unwashed outsider.
You can do a lot of cool things on console. Don't let anybody fool you. I mean, you can almost play Sim Settlements 2 on console. It's not easy, and it's the only things that you can run. But
What if I made it
can be done.
worth your while?
Technically.
Perhaps if you were to perform a number of services for the Vault. You see, part
He
of my
is.
job is making
I
sure
don't
the Vault
know.
runs smoothly.
I've been
this often means dealing
like a
with minor
supporter of the
issues
Sim
before they
Settlements
become a
2
problem.
team since, I think, at least
Use the wherewithal
Concord.
to solve a number of these issues.
Last time I looked at my Patreon, it was
Then I suppose
well
I
over
could
5
justify
years.
giving
So.
you the Vitamatic as
And I only say that because there was something about that project I was always drawn to, and over the years it was just something that I wanted to see grow and be strong. And I had nothing to do with, any of its magic, obviously. But man, it was nice to be on board and watch that thing grow over time. It was really fun. And that's why I have 5,000 hours in Fallout 4. Just tell me what you need me to do. Jesus, this guy.
Just tell me what you need me to do.
The first task I'd ask of you is rather mundane, but vital to the Vault's continued survival. You see, our Vault's reactors are kept running
Cedric.
almost exclusively by a single robot, Old Rusty.
I wish he'd
However,
just tell
due
me
his
to
poor
go
maintenance,
find his
Rusty
sister
requires a lot
right
of oil
now.
to stay operational. A lot
This
of
candy
oil.
ass doing
If you
menial
could
chores
bring,
to
say,
prove myself thing.
10 units of oil to Old
damn
Rusty,
tragedy.
That should ensure his continued operation.
Spoiler alert.
At least for a few months.
That doesn't sound too hard to fix.
That doesn't sound hard to fix.
Rusty is long past due for maintenance. It's not that fixing him would be hard.
Yes.
We simply
Every
can't
hero
afford the
must have
downtime
one
of taking
flaw.
him offline for
It's
repairs.
so true. Dorgan and I were just talking about that the other day. Superman had kryptonite. Batman's just a mortal man. Green Lantern, the color yellow. Kind of a silly one, but there it is. Every hero must have the flaw. Otherwise, it's not all that heroic. It's kind of boring, too.
Sure, I can do that.
Your next task would be a little more hands-on. Recently, the Vault's been having some issues with its water supply. We've had to run the pumps at full power just to draw in enough water. And the water we do get is of questionable quality. I'd need you to check the intake pipe at the nearby reservoir, see if anything is blocking the water flow, and if it is, clear it. You may have to get a bit wet. If you manage to solve the issue, find and speak to Catelyn. She deals with the Vault's plumbing.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
I'll believe it when I see it. If you do succeed, I'll have one more task for you. Finish that, and the Vitamatic will be yours. Off you go.
This side.
Get out of the vault.
This side.
Hey.
Can I see what you have junk-wise? I need 10 units of oil.
But hummed along when my baritone sing. She
There's 2.
loves me in 4/4 time with a brush snare drum and a glass.
I don't know. Wait. What do you have on you as
Another
to
outsider.
purchase?
What they let you in for?
She said, "Shut up and serenade my."
Just here to do a
Here
little
to do a
trading.
little trading.
We'll make it quick. We don't need your kind lingering around here.
Wow, my kind. Aren't you a ray of sunshine?
Well, aren't you a ray of sunshine?
You think you're funny? That's exactly why outsiders don't belong here.
Because we think we're funny? Seems a little rough.
Hey.
Hey!
They don't like comedians here at the Vault. What do you have to say about that?
Can I do something for you?
You know what? Let me see what you have to barter with.
I've got the good stuff.
Right on, right on. Do you have a shipment of oil? Is it a shipment of... No, it is not. It's a shipment of 2. So between the two of us, what you're carrying, what I've got, and your shipment, we have a grand total of 2. So we're not going to be talking to Rusty right at the moment. Hey, The Lost Perspective! Just stopping in to drop a like. Have a great stream, man. Thank you, Lost. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Moore. I appreciate that lurk, too. That was awesome. You guys have great streams yourself. I shall see you when I'm offline, I'm sure. So. Bum, bum, bum. When the lights start flashing, bump, bump, bump. When my nose starts thrashing, bump in the alley, bump in the booth. I'm flirting with the trumpet and forgetting the truth. The boys all say I'm a jumping gal, but I've been singing duets with the bathroom towel. I kissed a ghost and I married the wall. Then I bump, bump, bump till I can't recall. Well, I think we have managed to make it, hell, now it's almost 2.5 hours, which is a pretty average length bubble stream, but, we managed to make it 2.5 hours without having any major technical hiccups other than the flashing screen that was inflicted by me by Windows keying out of Fallout to, move my windows around a little bit, and I apologize for that. But other than that, we haven't had any of the technical issues. Knock on my head or the desk or something, because I'd hate to jinx us, but I couldn't be happier. It's been awesome. Really lively chat, lots of fun people. People I always love seeing. A couple brand new people stopping by, a couple people on Twitch. That's really cool. I am thrilled. It's been a lot of fun. I really don't want to have to take Rad-X. I really, really, really hate that.
Gee, your Geiger counter's going nuts.
Yeah, my Geiger counter's going nuts. Okay. Could have been worse. I could have not taken Rad-X. Then it would have really had a reason to go nuts. Yeah, it's been a fun stream. But my middle-aged Gen X ass is sore from sitting in this chair in a really weird position. 2.5 hours in. Ewok chicken! We have managed to... What have we done? We did some stuff with Jake. We got that Sim Settlements 2 story progressed to the point where we're now in Vault 81 looking for the Vigor tester, which is always awesome.
Poor Aaron. Her cat got loose in the common.
Fought a bunch of zombies, had a couple of very spectacular deaths.
Ashes, where are you going? Ash!
Damn it.
Listen to some smooth-ass Ronaldo Moon tunes. Didn't see Preston today, but we did see the fake Preston Garvey. We showed him what was up, right? Always good. Ladies, y'all doing good? We really need to get back to a settlement, I know. I recognize this. I recognize this. That's where we're headed. First we have to turn in this quest. Ewok chicken! The most innocent of all chickens, according to Hollow if you fear me. And I believe him, because Hollow would never lie to me.
Hey, mister, are you really from the Commonwealth?
Oh, God, kid. I guess I kind of am.
Yes, I am.
I knew it! Hey, I can show you around the vault if you want. Just 5 caps.
Okay, give me the tour.
Give me the tour, Austin. Here's the caps.
Yes! I gotta show you to Erin. She's gonna flip. Follow me. We'll start over here.
Oh, did I run off? I'm such a bad person.
Oh, hey. You must be the outsider. I'm Catelyn.
I failed to follow Austin, you guys.
Closest thing 81 has
That's all right.
to a plumber.
Maybe I'll save his life later.
Those Mansfield
We'll be even
things
Steven.
here.
Who knows?
I've been bugging him for weeks
Weirder
now
things
to
have
get someone
happened.
on the water situation.
Indeed, he is the super innocent one. You should have plenty of clean water now.
You should have plenty of clean water now.
Was that you who cleared the water intake? I noticed the pressure's back to normal. I'm glad someone was able to do something. The water may still have a strange taste, but at least now we won't run out of it. Here, take this. I'm sure Mansfield's already paying you, but I want to give you a personal thank you.
Alright. Personal thank you has been received. I'm going to take a chance that perhaps...
But I need your help here.
Please, you haven't needed my help in years. Whatever it is, it can wait.
Oh, so Aaron and I can just wait?
Heather,
You're gone
here.
more than you're here.
Hey.
Whatever.
Give me all this crap that I'll never ever use as long as I live. And if I do, I'll just have to find some more somewhere else. Yes. Yes!
What happened to loving husband and father?
Stop nagging at me, Alexis.
You're a real piece of work, Holt.
Hey there.
Our Commonwealth guest, welcome to the depot. And pardon the clutter, I don't get much time to tidy up these days. Real quick.
I didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice.
I come from the
Thanks for
wasteland,
being
actually,
polite.
so,
Let me know if there's something I can get for
it's
you.
not just politeness.
I've got a little
Actually,
bit of
looks way
everything
worse
lying
than
around
this
here.
out there.
When you're dealing with items that are all over 200 years old, work just accumulates like crazy. Some days it's all I can do to keep
You should
my
get
head
the
above
gift
water.
of charity,
But you
just
probably
like
wanna
in
hear about all that.
Skyrim. That's
Let
such
me
a
know if you want to take
massive rip-off, huh, Ewok? What the hell, man? I might be interested in buying or selling.
I might be interested in buying or selling.
a look. Great. I have all sorts of odds and ends.
Don't really want to get involved in your personal relationship dramas, but, if he ever tries to hit you, remember to sing. Solar plexus, instep, kneecap, groin. Gotta give her a lot of money. Gotta give her a lot of money. Because you never know, she might have something that I want. It's possible. Definitely don't need all that jet. What am I, King Gath? Come on. Come on! It's me! It's Bubbles! We don't use jet and stuff unless we absolutely have to and can't avoid it for some crazy reason. Definitely want to use that purified water, though. Ooh. Stealth Boy. Yeah, I'm also big on those as well. Just because this character doesn't seem like the Stealth Boy type, am I right? He just doesn't seem like he's the type of guy that runs around with a Stealth Boy. It's not really fitting. It doesn't seem appropriate. I don't want to get rid of the 44. We might need that someday. We'll get rid of all those. Those, we'll get rid of those. While we're at it, why not get rid of those? Yeah. Now, what have you got, Alexis? You have the Overseer's Guardian. Well, I think I will take that. Sure. I think also, I'm going to go ahead and take all of your 45 caliber ammunition. And you're about to have a financial windfall, young lady. Okay.
Look alive.
Listen to me.
Shoot.
Listen to me very closely. I'm going to need you to carry everything that isn't the Overseer's Guardian. Go.
When you hear those missiles sing, the streets of gold are waiting bright. We'll see the Lamb by morning light. No more taxes, no more pain, no communist in Jesus' reign. So kiss your kid and bless your foe. They'll get saved before it blows. This holy blast will set us free.
Oh, you know what? What I was really stopping in for was to see if she had 6 units of oil. Let me see what you got.
Let's see what you've got.
great. I have all sorts of odds and ends.
Anybody want to take a bet on how many perk points I have to spend? Because I'm too much of an idiot that even though I play on survival, I never actually check when I level up and put my points into it. Because that could happen. I have been known to miss 3 or 4 levels in Starfield. And then go, ooh, did I do that? I wonder, hey look, there's 6 oil in that. That is almost exactly what we need. Super impressed. Can we just get the other 4 while we're in here and not have to worry about it? There. There. For the low, low price of 74 caps. We can take care of old Rusty while we're here, guys. What? The steps are for whims. I have to take every damn step. Come on. Let me play.
Well, here he comes in flashing white. So light me up, Lord, make me new. Baptized in that.
Well, I wonder what I mean, I could see they could have added a bunch of stuff, Psycho, but like it always felt like the Institute and the Railroad, both for that matter, just really didn't have like a full story.
You've no idea, Mr. Luca.
But beyond that, I'm not sure what
Rusty.
they would have
How
added.
can I assist you? Warning! Overdue for maintenance. Pardon me.
Here, this will make you feel all better.
Here. This'll make you feel better.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are most considerate. Nothing
Look, he even
like
gives me
any
change.
oil, eh?
I love it. He gives me back the aluminum and the fiberglass.
From stubborn stains to mute and mold, it's cleaner than clean, it's shiny.
Hi. Seem kind of severe.
Hey, outsider. Do me a favor. If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
Who's your brother?
Who's your brother?
His name's Bobby, and he's my poor excuse for a twin, so you can get a good idea of what he looks like. Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble.
Does
And
Homegirl
as
have
much
a
as
head
I'd like to
tattoo?
leave this canned paradise,
I think Tina
it's
Del
not how
Luca
it
has a
works.
head tattoo. You should talk to him. Let him know he's screwing up.
You should talk to him. Let him know he's screwing up.
Believe me, I have. It's not as easy as it sounds. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, and I
must have one of those faces.
But not
People just
anymore.
walk up to me and go, hey,
cutting off his
by the way, my brother's a junkie, and it's all my fault. Like, whoa. I just was hoping that you knew what time it was. Jeez.
Why would you feed his habit?
He's my brother, and he's overworked. I give him a little jet, and he perks
think
up.
she's a raider.
He seems
Or a
happy.
child of
I feel
Adam.
better.
Look at that.
Done.
She looks like she's had some tattoo removal off of her forehead there.
He wants to put me at risk. He gets cut off.
Well, you know, that's the first step.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a
I'm
long
such a
time
goody
ago.
two-shoes.
But things ain't easy around here.
Preston Garvey is my best friend. I never, ever, ever say the F word out loud, especially not in front of women and children. Yeah, I don't know how to tell her. I couldn't give Jet to her brother if I wanted to, because I already gave it all to King Gath and the lady that runs the grocery store. So that train has already left the station. Her mascara is tattooed on her. Yeah, there was something going on there. It wasn't quite the next gen bug where her face was just melted half off, but it was something going on with that forehead. I'm not sure. The doctor in Watchtower, when you get the doctor that adds the implants, she looks like she's got some work done on her neck to kind of hide her tattoos too, like she used to be a Crimson Fleet or something, right?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Nice to meet you.
I've been hearing good things about you.
You
Old
have?
Rusty's running a peak
About
efficiency,
little
and
old
the
me?
false water problems have been solved. I didn't expect such confidence from a wastelander. I must say I'm pleasantly surprised.
Glad I was able to help.
I'm glad I was able to help.
And helped you have. Now that you've
Yeah,
demonstrated
the cut
your
content
ability
in
to
this
get a
game
job
has never
done,
been like
I
reintroduced
feel I can
in
entrust you with
in the
something
same way that they
important.
did it in Skyrim.
If you complete
Never
this
a
last
kind of
task,
an
I'll be happy
all-encompassing
to reward
agreement
you with
about
a
what is
Vitamin.
actually cut content and what is just, you know, earlier versions of things that were left on the cutting room floor, which is a slightly different concept. Like when you cut it because of time constraints, but you always wanted it to be there. And when it's like from 3 iterations of the game or so ago in the development cycle from 2.5 years, and it was never meant to be in the finished game because they decided mutually that it was shit compared to what they finally put in there. You know what I mean? So Skyrim was a lot more cut and dry, I think, but with Fallout, there's a bunch of stuff. But that's where modders come in too, right?
All right. What's the
I
issue?
mean, look at Who's the
Since we
General
opened the vault, our
and
safety
You and
has
What
been a
Army
chief
2.
concern.
So
We routinely
you
send
have
out
You and What
security
Army 2, which turns the Minutemen into a real faction that
such
patrols the
patrol
Commonwealth in the same way the Brotherhood of Steel
She's
do,
not yet overdue, but
and set up
still,
little garrisons and
I'm
outposts.
concerned.
And then you have Who's the General, which
mercenary crew
takes
resides in the
the
area
weight
she
of that
was sent to
Radiant
scout, and
system
they've
off
caused
of Preston's
trouble for us
shoulders,
before.
revealing that
What
he's
I'd
one of the
ask is
best
that
written
you
characters in the
find
game,
a patrol
and
and
probably one of the
bring her
finest men
safely
in the
back to the vault.
Commonwealth, if you look at it from who's got good intentions and is an honest, good person. But he was completely shit on by the systems in the game. And I don't think that was intentional. I think it was just like, they had an idea, let's do these Radiant things. Got these modders coming in, and they fixed both of those issues. So, is it, you know, the way the game, it's the way the game should be played in my point of view, but was it intended? No.
You said there's already a crew of mercs there.
Yes. I will pretend to understand the politics of the Commonwealth, but it seems mercenaries are a necessary evil.
Yeah, I mean, Ewok,
This
you're not wrong.
particular group has tried to
Not
establish
at all.
dealings with us in the past.
But I have to think that
negotiations soured.
everything that
Still,
was ever going to
they
be found in
periodically
Fallout
try to
4,
make
unless
contact,
it's
and
like some kind of
just
weird
recently they seem to have
Wi-Fi style
worrying
biblical
close to the vault.
codex code, you know, has been found. Because, you know, big teams that have done these big mods, like Sim Settlements 2, for example, have been through every aspect of the code with a fine-tooth comb, trying to find ways to make things work.
Do you know where I can find her?
Yes.
So
her patrol route was
maybe
between here
there's
and
something else
Forest
in there
Grove
that nobody
Marsh, so
knows
she's
about,
most
but I
likely
would be
still there.
suspicious if somebody came
But
forward and said,
with the
I found the
mercenaries
thing
usually
that no
claiming
one
that
knew
area,
was supposed to be in the
she may
game,
be
but
in
it's
trouble.
totally been in there all along.
Hopefully I'm
I'd
just
be like,
worrying
yeah,
over
let's
nothing.
see
But
all
if
the
you
evidence
decide
on
to do
that one.
this,
Not that it would
advise
matter.
caution.
I mean, if that's how you want to market your mod or whatever, go for it. But, you know, if they really insisted that that were the case, I'd have to wonder how everybody else has missed it in the last 9 or 10 years.
Don't worry. I'll find her.
I want to find her,
Good.
all right.
Once you've found our missing patrol, report back to me, and the Vitamatic is yours. Good luck.
Some of the residents of 81 are former Wastelanders. Well, I know they have a lot of contact with the Wasteland because they send out regular patrols too. Not just in Sim Settlements, but I mean, there's a couple bodies you can find that have the vault suits and stuff out there. I think Tina Del Luca classically wants to run away from home. It happens to, you know, a small amount of 81 residents every generation, I think. They want to leave the vault. Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe. I didn't hear anything about it. A Titan thing? Are you sure it's not a giant Deathclaw? Because I know there was a giant gecko in Fallout New Vegas that was in there for some kind of testing purposes, and people always said if you actually put that cut content back in the game, he stands taller than the no vacancy sign in No Back. Well, that one's real for sure. I've heard that one too many times and going back for years and years and years. There's been mods out that have kind of supposedly put that back together again, but you know, the one that I played didn't have any actual content in it. It was just an empty vault that you could turn into a settlement. Giant ghoul named Maple. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to look up Maple and see if I'm just being hilariously
So
trolled.
sweet in
That
here.
would be funny. But Maple is an awesome name for it. Yeah, cool. Risperidone. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I'm classically inept at reading names on tiny screens. But welcome to the chat, and thanks for that information. That's awesome. I appreciate you. Huh, I had not heard of it. But that doesn't mean anything. I'm not, like, the final word in anything even resembling Fallout 4, you know. I've played a ton of it, but I don't even pretend to know everything about it, so. I really feel like we shouldn't do this, but there's only so much wrong I want to be at the end of the night, and this is not one of those wrongs, so.
I'd fight a bear with nothing but pride, shoot a cloud if they talk homicide, and if Old Glory asked me to scram.
Does that work? I can just drink Heather stuff and it's like water?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Gouge 'em out right now with a flagpole or a butter knife somehow. Just say the word and I won't delay. Blind but loyal.
Oh, okay, so it's not a brand new secret, it's just... Oh no, this is a different one. Yeah, I've heard about that one. A lot of people speculated that it was the killer whales or the dolphin-like creatures. Like gold versions of that. Proxy God. Cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Sounds awesome. And he's like a giant ghoul, huh? Good name for him. Maple. Okay, let's see how many. I only have 2. That's not the worst that I've ever done. Okay, rifle, good. Might as well put a point into armor in. I'm gonna put a straight point down so I can work my way into a little extra carry weight. Good night, Bam. It's good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming by and being in the chat, watching the stream. I appreciate you, sir. Most definitely. I'd barbecue my own 2 ears, serve them up with freedom beers. Just, these songs are something else.
Let's all pretend it's Saturday, even though it's Tuesday and Daddy's in jail. Let's sweep the rug and bake a pie.
That's what they always just say in my house when I was growing up.
Let's all pretend it's Saturday. We'll hum a tune like the radio plays. Don't look at Mom when she starts to cry. Just pass the butter and avert your eye.
There's no one gonna help with the dishes. I'm gonna kill myself.
We'll wear our hats and polish our shoes.
The pre-war families were a little bit high-strung, but who could blame them? I mean, there was the resource wars. And it was a bad scene all the way around, for sure, for sure. I think we actually forgot to do this when we did this quest. Forgot to touch the red box.
Even though he's missing both his feet, the world ain't broke if we just don't say let's all pretend it's Saturday.
All right. And you know what, guys? Bubbles is getting tired. And he's starting to kind of zone out, which is never a good sign. And that means I either need to make coffee or I need to go to bed like a responsible adult human being. And I think I'm going to have to do the second. I remember reading about the underwater vault that was out. Was originally going to be connected to the Chinese subquest. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what I read, but I remember reading about the vault, and it kind of inspired, you know, obviously. And it would have been nice to have more underwater stuff. You know, I think a lot of people have pointed out just how much stuff is down there, like safes and boxes and there seems to be a good argument that can be made for filling that up with creatures and stuff, encounters and dungeons, and they just didn't do it for whatever reason. It's unfortunate. But, my friends, that is where I'm going to leave you tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. I really, really do. And I am grateful that you came along and watched me play Fallout 4. Watched me play Sim Settlements 2 stuff. That's pretty much what we did tonight. Those who participated in chat, those who just lurked and were quiet, all of you, you mean the world to me. You really do. And I'm going to leave you with the same general sign-off that I always leave, which is stay curious and try new things. And, you know, give it a shot. Try to love just a little bit more tomorrow than you did today, even when it sucks, even when it hurts. And I promise you, it's worth it to be a human with each other. This is Bubbles signing off, and you guys all have a beautiful, wonderful night. And I wish I had the ability to send you somewhere cool, but I know you know how to find your way. So I will see you out on the interwebs, and we'll be back on Friday for more Fallout 4. But in the meantime, sweet dreams, and keep loving the wasteland.